Check one, check two.
You check. Mic check. Good. You good over there?
Check, check. Yep.
Mic check. All right. Friday fight night. Here we go. Winner goes to the finals. Winner goes to the championship. This is the final four. Everybody's in the money. Huge match tonight. We talked about it last week. $7,200 guaranteed match here. You're guaranteed second instead of fourth. It's actually the biggest money match of the whole tournament is tonight. This match here. You move into a guaranteed just under 11,000 for second if you win this match. You're guaranteed still fourth place if you lose, which is roughly 3,600. I got Gino in the booth. You know how we do it on Friday night. What's going on, Gino?
Oh man, semis. Like you said, biggest spread potential from win-loss. You can win and end up in first. You can lose and end up in fourth, and that spread between fourth and first from a payout perspective, huge.
About 11,000.
Man.
From first to fourth.
Oof.
So this is a huge match. And then, of course, to be crowned the champ, we're going to have a first-time winner. There's been no repeat winners, but Jon Amo and Peaches have been here before. They've gotten a second, so they're trying to capitalize on that. And then, of course, April and Aaron are back in the finals for the second time. And they took down Justin and Troy last week. So the loser of this match will play Justin and Troy for third and fourth. And the winner goes on to the final championship match against April and Aaron.
Wow. And now we've got Martine and Greg at the table. Ball down on the break.
This looks runnable out the gate. Let's see if they came ready. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of takes the 5. Well, there is a little gap between the 14 and 8. Yeah.
Bridge gap.
That happens sometimes where you land in that perfect spot and you're like, oh, I'm not jacked up. But he's got the 6 all day. I thought maybe he'd want to take the 5 from there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Take the 7, 6, 2, 6, 3, 2, 8.
I like that.
Gonna have to do a little different pattern. You don't take the 5 right now. Are you trying to get on the 5 here, or what? Are you just spinning down for the 7?
Okay. Got some options here. Probably the 7, maybe.
I definitely don't want to take the 5 here. I don't want to be going in, bumping in the 7 and getting kind of funny. And now the 7's a little funny, Gino. I mean, it's not real funny. You can come back up towards the 3 and get on the 5.
Sure.
I was just thinking if you go straight up and you land back on the 14-8 again. Or do you? Yeah, I think you got to play shape on the 5.
What's up, Kathy? Got some popcorn. Love it. Jeff Chichester, rooting for Peaches and John.
That's my partner tomorrow in the 1200.
Oh, you and Chichester?
Me and Jeff Chichester.
Oh, man, that's a mean team right there.
Budgetroof.com instant replay.
Let's go.
He already knows. He already knows we're illiterate on the instant replay.
Uh-oh, hit a little thick
there. There we go.
Semi-final nerves.
Yeah, that looked, he shot it a little quick. Okay, tail of the tape here. I want to see, let's see what Amo and Peaches, if they're ready. Oh, you got to wide. I mean, this is like a drill.
Yeah.
11 don't go. If he's going to shoot this 10, he's got to spin down, make sure you can see the 9. Otherwise, you got to shoot the 9 next. Amo was on time tonight. I don't know if you guys joined us to get to the Final Four. Our man walked in at the bell, right at the bell, and it looked like it. The way he played. I mean, it just looked a little discombobulated and stuff, but he was here early tonight.
got some practice in.
And G-Town, guys, out there, who's rooting for G-Town, dude? I mean, this is the first time G-Town, Greeley's been in the Final Four. They travel well. We've gotten more and more teams from Greeley.
Many strong teams.
Yeah, and just have a lot of love for the G-Town people.
100%. Miguel. Nicole rooting for Greg.
All right. I like the 13 there.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have shot the 13 all day, Gino.
Yeah. It answers that one question that you like to ask, which is, am I going to get a better look?
And it pretty much only goes in the corner. They were straight in.
Right.
And they could have got the cue ball. They could have done anything off the 13, but
I think John's coming back to the 13 here.
that's a good shot here.
Yeah,
he hit it real nice. I think you'll see Peaches just go forward here, same spot, keep the cue ball in the middle of the table on the 14. Walk in the park.
Nice shot, Peaches. Ooh, the angle here. And 3-ball. Is that 3-ball block?
I think you can pinch draw this. I think you can hit this. You can cheat the pocket on the 14, side pocket. You can almost go straight back. He's going forward, though. It looks like his 8-ball goes on the other side. And he got good enough.
Yeah.
I don't like if you only have, I would say at the back pocket, or if you only have a half pocket, I don't like the back angle on it.
Yeah, you said that. Back cuts into the half pockets. Yeah,
it's always been it's always been real hard. But here they go.
Sinks it.
1-0. Was that a table run?
It was.
So they open up with a TR if you play Valley or BCA Pool League.
That's right.
It's a BR on the scorecard for a break and run, and a TR if you table run, which means your first inning you run out.
I did make a promise last night to JJ Martell, who got 2 table runs and 2 break and runs in league. In his 5th match, he didn't get an alphabet scoreboard, but he did get a 10. So there's your shout out, JJ. That was a great night of pool.
JJ had almost alphabets, huh? All the letters?
Yeah, only letters. What's up, Richie?
Richie Chan, good out.
That was a good out.
Looks like Johnny's going to be breaking.
Solid. Any love?
Oh, nice little kick there. That was about to be dry, and 9-ball got kicked right in the side. What do you like here, Gino? 1 goes, 5 goes.
Yeah.
Man, either of them.
Yeah, either of them, right? What's an easier opener here?
The 6 to me is the trouble ball for solids. You got to find some kind of gap. I mean, if you get an angle on the 1, you can go down into that over there. And then if you're stripes, you play this 10, you go forward 2 rails and out. You got to get on good on that 14-11. Looks like he's going to solids. Either one.
Yeah.
Either one.
Stop shot 5 could get you on the 6.
Just got to have a plan for the 6. Plan for the 6. So he's got kind of a funny angle here on the 1, but he's got the 7 and the 3.
Yeah.
So
7.
I think that was the plan. If you get a little funny, you got 2 guys next to the side.
If you can stop shot that 5, I think that's your window for the 6.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, that's why Amo left him straight in.
Absolutely. And I think the stop shot works perfectly here. Got to go make sure, though. And then you have a nice little angle. 6, you can come up. You can either play the 2, but you're trying. I think you're trying to get on the 1, maybe. I think he rolled too far. I think he didn't check. I didn't see him come down here and check, but I think he just hooked him.
Yep. A little stun forward there.
And he did, I think. I really do. What did it go? It went forward a centimeter.
That's all it took.
That's all it takes, an 8-ball. I mean, yep, he can't even shoot the 6. That was definitely the plan, to shoot the 6. That poses problems here now. Now you need a really good angle on the rest of the balls to complete the out. That was the key. Just that little forward there. He never went around and dialed it in, put his cue stick down. Is it good from here? Is it good from there? Because you have to hit that window, and he never checked. And it went forward on him just a hair, and he can't shoot it now.
Oh, and it just rattles. And here we go. That was the key shot right there. John Baca looking for some action.
10 balls in much of the same spot a little bit to me than the 6, kind of for stripes. They got the same dilemma here.
without an obvious ball to get there.
Baca's looking for some action.
He's got Martine and Greg. Okay. What's up, Maria?
Maria.
Menace.
Dude, I got a bunch of words today on my phone.
Here we go.
We hadn't connected in a few days, so she made up for like the 4 or 5. I don't even know. I seen them, and I gotta look at them. And
nice. We're gonna get our the stream edition of words too. I'm sure of it.
Definitely.
Baca, appreciate the love, man. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so Martine's scoping this out, and
if I can see I was gonna say, I love going after the 14 and coming into the 8 or coming splitting the 8 and the 10, but I think you catch a little piece of the 11.
Okay.
Interesting here. Good little shot. 2's taken. Gave him a shot on the 1 though. Here's my shot, Gino. I see it. I like it. I'm playing the 1 off the 8, almost like a shot you played. In our team match, you played a 3 ball off the 8, and it led to shape. The only reason I don't like the 1 here is if you come off the 10, you can for sure scratch. If you hit it thin, you're going to be up behind the 11, the 14. You're not going to have a shot on the 2 or this. You can just shoot it straight forward off the 8 and put the cue ball down.
Oh, he goes for the cut.
Okay, he was always going to be where he ended up.
Yeah, that ball's always going that way.
He hit it I think he hit it just a little fat there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was a little thick, and he hit the
bottom
rail.
point, and then it went back and forth. So just reading that, if you hit it perfect, if you come off the 10, you could end up pushing the 10 up and have shape on the 6 that way, but it also could scratch, and then you're just in no man's land. That was an option there, 1 off the 8.
Yeah.
The cue ball's coming straight down. You would have got shape on the 6. Only you see those shots.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that when you shot the 3, I mean, we're off script here. If you guys weren't watching a couple, what was it, last Wednesday? 2 Wednesdays ago?
Yeah.
You shot this ball. We were thinking you were going to cut the 3, and I just seen this scratch, tiki scratch.
Right.
And all of a sudden you come with the carom 3 off the 8. It parted everything, and you had shape, and we were like, that was awesome.
I appreciate it. That was a fun
awesome.
shot.
Yeah, it was. It was cool. You executed it perfectly.
Appreciate that.
But these guys here got to address the 10 ball here.
Yeah.
Now, they do have a good angle here on the 14, but here's the deal. If you come into the 8 here and push that 8 over, not far, all the way over to the rail where it goes in the corner, you can hook that up. You can also jam up on the 10 real too close to your work. There is a stun shot here where you miss the 8, hit the very top edge of the 10. But now you got to control the speed. You got to control the tiki. Real difficult.
Rosie.
But I think I might go after it because I don't see how they're going to get back to it.
Right. Rooting for Uncle Peach. Logged in under Kayla's Lover. Okay.
Who's Kayla's Lover? Go Uncle Peach. I think I'm logged in. What's going on there?
Rosie. Rooting for Uncle Peach. Love it. Oh, Eugene and Red Menace, Jack and Jill. That sounds like
Excuse me?
a Menace combo.
Eugene and Maria? I mean, how could you guys? That's going to be. I might not even be able to commentate that night. It'd be so biased.
Oh, he does elect. Look at that.
That
shot.
was an excellent shot right there. That was an excellent look. I was thinking about going in the gap. He said, "Nope, I'm going to give him a little fire for that."
Yeah, good call. That was a good look, good execution.
Really good look, really good, and that definitely can lead him here to win this game and tie it up at 1. Great shot by Greg right there. Okay, he was all day, just make it, and then he's giving Greg the 15 in the side. I just don't think he's going to put on. I don't think he's going to wants Greg to shoot this 11. I think the 15's in front of a hole. I think you just roll this in. You tell your top dog, come with the 11, get me shape.
We just don't want to be flat on that 11. Got that 1 ball block.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, blocking that bottom right corner.
Anything over there will lead to an angle. Cut the 11 in and shoot the 8 in the same pocket.
Sure.
He's looking at this 11, though, I think. Or no. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he is taking a look.
Is he thinking that if he shoots the 11 and misses, the 2 still hook? No, he's calling the 15. I mean, you got to shoot the 15 here. Got to shoot it.
Yeah.
Rosie is Peach's niece from Pennsylvania.
Nice. Hey, as long as you're tuned in,
Nice shot.
that works.
And you said something about being flat. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he was creeping up to almost straight in, but I think he's got a little angle. He's going to have to put a little stun and a little power into this.
Mm-hmm. You're going to see some pace here. He wrapped
goes,
around it.
What a shot.
Give him some, too.
Yeah. Beautiful. 2 rails forward.
Yeah. To tie things up.
1-1. G-Town. Very comfortable out. Good out, guys. G-Town on the board. 1-1.
A stop shot that rolled a half-inch too far.
Did you see that?
Yep. And that was the key to this rack, to give Martine and Greg an opportunity back at the table.
Yep. I mean, literally centimeter.
Yeah, right.
He shot a stop shot, ladies and gentlemen, which would have got him to the 6 ball, and it was pretty good. I mean, in any other situation that would have worked, but he didn't go around and look, because the other way, the safer way, was probably to go back as much as he went forward.
Great point.
That would have been
That window's still there.
Yep.
Yeah. Great
Anything
point.
forward. I mean, that's why you go up and look. Like, can I go? Do I have any leeway here? 0 to go forward, and he went forward and paid the price. They got out after the new route they had to take, and here you go. Is it max punishment time? Is it a break and run following that? Make a ball. Going to be dry.
Dryness. Yeah, Jeff, we got a match. What's up, Yvette? Rooting for Martine and Greg. Daniel says, nice out. I think we got plenty of G-Town represented in the chat there.
Oh, yeah. Usually they come on. They're heavy on the rail here, too, in doors. They do have the rail here.
I've seen it, yep.
Yep. Shout out to Dave Hubbard. Happy birthday, Mr. Hubbard.
Happy birthday, Dave.
He's on the rail, sweating his buddy Martin. Did he just call him
Crossbank?
9-ball bank?
Oh, no.
Oh, 4-ball.
He's saying, which way is this?
There's no way you open up with a bank here. And
He's breaking out the 7. Okay.
pretty good little shot, unfortunately. The 9 kind of slivered down and takes the pocket from both the 2. But you're going to see, here's the shot. You shoot the 3, play position on the 2-9, and you put the cue ball right behind the 7, making the 2-9, taking the pocket.
Nice.
The 11 is on. I don't like that. They're solids, right?
Yeah.
Up, timeout.
They are calling a timeout.
Yeah, you just go around, you shoot the 3, and then you shoot the 2-9.
Yeah.
There's a couple different things you can do. I mean, you can take the cue ball, come down here, come off here, whatever. You take this ball here, and even if you got the cue ball to like right, and you went forward right there, look, you're cut off.
Yeah.
This 11 ball you can't make in the side. These are all doubled up. I believe you're hooked here. You're definitely hooked here, and you're hooked here.
Good
so it takes a lot of pressure off. You don't have to be too precise. And if you get the real good angle, and you get up, let's say you came up high, now you're cutting it there, and you're taking the cue ball and you're coming right back here, and then you're really sewing them up.
Now you're in jail. Yeah.
Yep. You look at. I mean, you got this going on. You got the pocket down here, but I'm definitely going down and getting the 2-9 here. I ain't going down. I need the 6 and the 5 protecting the 8, but they're taking a different route here. Interesting in my book. Interesting.
Gonna start plucking away at the balls. It looks like.
Yeah, I would have left all my soldiers down here for board coverage.
Sure.
I just don't see. I don't see what they're going to do now, Gino.
Yeah, that 2-9 situation is still, the 7-2-9 is still happening. It's not addressed.
Okay, I'm just thinking ahead. If they pick off the 1, the 5, and the 6, and they come up kind of funny, I mean, they're going to be really in a tough spot.
Yeah.
Oh, John's going down there right now. It looks like he's loading up top. He's going down. Short side on the 7 too.
with inside.
Oh man, he really had a. Do you see how much that bent?
Yeah.
That went boop.
Yeah.
He had a ton of
A lot of stank on it.
left spin.
Yeah.
That bent. That went like this, and it went
curved. Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that top going and that left going.
So now they're in now that shot is not there anymore. The carom's not even there off the 7.
Sure.
You have to go full into the 7. Yeah, it just ain't there. So Peaches is looking maybe the 7 off the 2.
And then duck, and then maybe stop behind the 10.
I just don't think he has it. I think he has to cut the 7 a little bit, and the cue ball squirts a little.
Spit out, yeah.
He did rearrange the furniture up by, yeah. He didn't know how that was going to happen. He didn't know what to do there. He was just kind of hitting and hoping. And okay, and opportunity.
We've seen these teams so far. You get the other team a chance, and they're running out. We've seen a couple of table runs.
No doubt. Right now, the saving grace for solids is probably the 8 ball and the 13 ball.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely come off the 12 and play shape on the 13 in numerous ways. You can bump it out. You can come down below it and shoot it back up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You might. So I like getting on this 12 ball. There's a lot of different ways here. You shoot the 9, maybe the 10. You get on the 12 and you come down and bump into the 8. Open up the 5-8, and then you got the 13 straight in.
Yeah,
I think that's
plenty
how.
of gap between the rail and 13.
I think that's a good pattern there.
It's quite a stretch of a. He's going to need an extension if he is going for that 9 with that 7 in the way as well.
Oh, good call. Good, cause that's why he hasn't shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all the way. Definitely going to need a bridge.
All right, cutting inside.
If this is missable, I'm just not shooting this one, Gino.
Yeah, stay at the table.
I am definitely shooting the 9.
Stay at the table.
That opening shot, I'm picking high 90% of the time the shot that I'm not going to miss.
Right.
Now, if it's the shot that, like in a certain situation where it opens up the rack and that was the problem ball right then, and I address it there and I can win the game.
Sure.
But I definitely don't want to take a shot that I can pot like it. It's not a.
And it'll get you places.
Sure, the 9 gets you down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have got the bridge out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
2 ball goes.
2 ball goes.
The 5 ball goes.
Yeah.
Could get funny here though if he drops below. It looks like he's going into either the 14. I think there's a window there. You can come in between the 14, 15, and come out 2 rails though. It looks pretty natural actually. This rail, this right here, and coming here.
Yep.
That looks natural to me. I don't know if it looks natural to Peach. I don't know what he's looking at. Obviously doesn't have a shot on the 5 or the 6. Now, depending, this is all these, you can hit it thin, you can overcut it into the side, you can hit it fat into the side, and that is definitely going to determine the angle you're coming off the 2 and those 2 rails I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like if you overcut the 2 into the top part of the pocket, you could definitely run into the 14.
Right.
Off the 14, possibly scratch.
Back into the 15, maybe.
Yep.
All right.
That's what he's looking at right now. He's checking his scratch angle.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't. He can hit this. Just high ball. It looks to me very natural to go right between them and land just around the first diamond, maybe first diamond inside the first diamond in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 rails, the speeds everything, and just get good on the 5. Looks like he's putting some English on. I don't like that. I like just straight high ball.
Oh, there's your 2 rails. Guys, slow down. Oh, window for the 6.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
So he did put a little running English on it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, it came out good. John's got to definitely.
Gosh.
I think you got to go forward here. I mean, these are the ones you want to draw out, but you bumped into the 5. All of a sudden, the 5 doesn't have a pocket.
Yeah, it looks like he's going around. That works.
Pretty good. All right, what's Peach doing with to control the 8 ball here?
Mm-hmm.
I like kind of a stun shot where I push the 8 off the rail and into the center of the table.
Towards the center. Nice call.
Oh, he's 2-stroked it.
Oh.
Boy, he
That was fast.
Yeah, you got to really dial that one in.
Mike Huddleston watching with Dave Thompson. Nice.
Now, you see that happen a lot in pool.
Yeah.
Like when it's an uncomfortable, like a little bit of a tiki, or you didn't make up your mind exactly what you were going to do with the 8. I mean, I don't have any problem with him shooting the shot and trying to draw off the 8 and just creating an angle where he can make it. But he didn't really even look at it. Or his mind just made up and he just one-stroked it looked like. Very, very quick.
It was quick.
Like the other, do you see how he studied the shot that he shot in the side pocket and to play shape? I mean, he looked at it from 3 different angles. I mean, now you're on the most critical ball of the rack,
right?
And you're one-stroking it,
right?
Why don't you give it the same amount of time, especially when you're on the money, dude?
Right.
Like, let's figure out and program our brain to exactly what we're trying to do here, and then execute, not just and. Things are going off.
I would say one of the biggest things you'll see on that Wednesday night match that we played as an exhibition, where most everyone was 600 plus, except for yours truly. The one thing you'll see when you rewatch that is the time between shots. And you're talking about 650s who are taking their time on straight in shots, but for good reason. They're getting everything right, not just the pocket, but the leave. Right, having that full confidence that you talked about, just being 100%.
I've been accused of slow play many, many times because I overgrind.
Nothing wrong.
Overgrind. I'm looking. I recheck my angles. I rechecked if it was a stop shot. I just go one more time. Let me make sure. If I stop it, is it good? Boom. There we go. I don't. Yeah.
If there's no
check
shot
it
clock,
2, 3 times.
Yeah. No one's stopping you. And now, a mistake leading out to a run out again.
Yep. One mistake a rack here so far.
Yeah.
And other team out the door. Tim says misses like that lose match. Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. Mike Huddleston's watching with Dave Thompson. What's up, Dave? All right, 2-1. Martin and Greg, G-Town up 2-1.
I'd like to also note that Martin and Greg are the reason I am no longer in the tournament with Steve Casados. So hats off to those guys.
That's really good sportsmanship right there, Gino.
Oh yeah, I talked my noise off mic right to Martin. I gave him some guff, but obviously they've earned their spot here. They're both playing super steady.
Oh yeah, everyone here in the Final Four.
Oh yeah,
all 4 teams. That's where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they don't get here by accident.
That's right. Two to 1. G-Town. Greg breaking.
Good break. Another dry one. The good controlled break too. Had that cue ball going right back through the rack.
Look at this shooting gallery.
Yeah, this is a drill.
Solids. Just 3 ball, draw back out.
1, come back for the 6-7.
I mean, if you wanted to, too, you could shoot a really nice shot on the 4-2 combo. I don't mind that.
Mm-hmm.
Stopping the rock right there. 11 balls. 11 balls a little tough, but you could start with the 13 here, too, with stripes. Grab that angle on the 15 and come across, draw into the 6 ball. Mm-hmm. But I'd probably start with the 14 if I was stripes. I didn't even see it. Just stop shot. And then you can create an angle. The 15 is going to be a key ball to get on the 11. Mm-hmm. And then, you go down for the 12. 9 goes on the side.
I wonder if you've got even some stun angle on that 14 for the 11. But I think that 11 is also enough for them to go for solids here.
Right. I mean, once you move the 3, the 6, and the 5 both cleanly go. John put the extension on. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Well,
he just still had that 4-2.
He was trying to draw the cue ball, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what that tight backhand, maybe the stretching, but when you're tight and you're not loose, that's the first thing that I notice, like when your hand's tight on the back grip. You're shooting a draw shot and it goes 1 inch, and you need to draw it a foot.
Right.
It's usually that backhand's too tight.
Yeah.
But he does have a pretty easy shot here. I mean, the 2 ball.
Oh my. Oh no.
So he called the 4 on the side.
Off. I don't know if. Yeah, he apparently. I don't know if he meant to go off the 8, but
I don't think that was the shot. I would have definitely gone after the combo there.
yeah,
Because you got a big pocket.
big pocket, right?
And you could have shot either ball into it and rolled it, but they're still okay. But the 7's tough now.
Okay,
What a shot there.
that was a great shot. Had to put some outside on there to control it. Harper and Baby Jeffrey say, "Hope Peaches wins." Love it. A lot of love for Peaches.
So Peaches has got to be aware of the angle he's about to give on the 6 ball to get out of there. See, this is not the angle.
Yeah,
This is John's going to go straight back with this. So John's going to do a power draw shot. He ain't going to go with this one. I think he's too straight in. I think I'm going straight back. He's going to look at it. That's what I think. I mean, if he can cheat it at all and slide it up, but I just think he's way too straight in here. And he's got a big stroke that we saw in the last shot. Just kidding. He tried to draw it back, and
that was a stretch
shot.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm just playing. He does have a big stroke.
But he must have an angle there on the left side of the pocket because he is just looking at that tangent line going up towards the long rail.
He's going to have to hit this really hard.
Yeah.
I really think he can play short side on the 7 if he sees it, because he can put that bunch of left straight in draw and lengthen it out. But it looks like you're right. He does have an angle. Oh, well, that's no good.
Oh, put a little too much bottom on that draw on that.
That's no good. Yeah, so, yeah, when you're laying down in that situation, the shot before, like I said, Peach, you got to be conscious of the angle you're leaving him here, because otherwise he's in a dead trap. If you don't have the angle, because you got to play real tight position on the following shot. So, I made mine kind of thing, Gino, and you deal with it, but you're drawn dead.
Right. No.
I drew you dead there.
Yeah. All right. Another case, but now we've got a slightly more challenging rack. We may not see a complete run up, but who knows? We've got that 9 ball that needs addressed.
I think you'll see Martin. He could go after it right now, but
Sure.
you're leaking towards the 8. You cut the 8 in the side. I think he opens with the 15 ball here, just because it plays a little bit of a 2-way. We'll see. If he's real comfortable with the 12, he might, but I think you'll see him shoot this 15 ball and head down table for the 11.
That's a good idea. Yeah, good call.
Because it just plays a little bit like a 2-way, a little bit. And then kind of work your rack coming forward. That 13 plays good if you can go into the 8 forward and bump the 9 down. But I don't like shooting the opening with the 12 ball here, ladies and gentlemen, because I can sell out the 7 pretty easily. And if I'm going for a breakout and I miss it, I don't want to just leave him a duck. So he did open up there.
Nice shot, Martin.
And look,
Yeah.
he played. I promise you, he came down this way and seen which side of the 11 I want to get on, and this was the 2-way shot. So he opened it up with a little freedom with the 2-way.
Yeah. Martin just constantly showing just good decisions, just high pull IQ. And Greg's just come with solid play as well.
Timeout here. Is he really? So he's asking Martin if he should play a safe right now. I'm going here. I like all my balls are in the open. I like where I got a breakout on the 9 ball. I'm going to go for it. I got a shot to go up 3-1 without them getting back to the table.
And you've got Amo playing behind you here.
That's a good point that you just brought up. Do you want to take, are you ever thinking about taking the cue out of their better player's hand by making him shoot a kick shot or a jump shot, and then the following, when you get back to the table, you're planning on getting back to the table because you're playing safe. And I just was thinking about the order of who shoots next, and what did they call safe right there?
Looks like it. Wow.
Well, there you go. He called safe and didn't even execute the safe.
Yeah, and you've got...
You had ball in hand position on the 11. You go forward to the 10, the 13. This is where, it gets me a little worked up when they don't take charge of the rack. I mean, Obviously, you had to shoot a stop shot if you're playing safe, but you had ball in hand. You have all the balls are in the open. Let's go.
And let's just say that was your lead. You got a player like Martin shooting next, and if he doesn't like what he sees, he's going to find a good place to duck to if he needs to.
I mean, Johnny can make this and come into the backside of the 9 and 8. They can win the game here.
It's natural.
I mean, obviously, he was trying to shoot a stop shot.
Sure.
But why? You had options galore for your next shot. Go forward, play the 10 on the side, play the 13, and, interesting. And here comes John.
Like that. Oh, and look at oh my goodness.
Good try.
Great try.
Well, they put him in the trap. My bad. I'm wrong. It was to put Johnny Amo in the trap right there.
It worked out.
It did.
And that timeout they took too, and that's a real dynamic in Scotch too. When the person at the table calls timeout and says, "Hey, here's what I want to do. I want to do a safety, for instance," and it is an absolutely good and acceptable answer from my teams. Like, I want you to go with what's comfortable, unless there's something glaring. But it's okay to default to like what's your comfort. But at the same time, I think to your point, like there was maybe more to that rack that they could have talked about.
Well, that's a good point you make too. If your partner sees a shot and that's kind of what he feels comfortable with, I mean, I agree. Like, okay, if you're going to execute, I mean,
right?
He just didn't really execute it. But look at this
hit! Oh my gosh, what a try by Peaches,
dude.
Well, yeah, he kind of killed it with inside, and
I mean, that's almost fire-worthy with a miss right there. I'm just saying, you got max pressure on him now. You got max pressure. You made a good hit, and you come up with just tough shots.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to see him cut this 13 in the side, or this is another spot where you can come off thin the 13 and send them up all the way down table under the 12. Even if they can see it, you still got a real tough shot. Oh, he's just going to go forward because maybe the 10 and the 14. Yeah, the 10 and the 14 play cover.
Look at that.
Well, if I'm John and Peach, I enjoy the opportunities that I'm given here. After I pooched the 7 and I didn't get out and I was in one ball, what do they call it? One ball hell.
Yeah.
One ball hell. And I got a couple of legitimate shots at coming with a shot, not too crazy of a circus shot.
Oh, look at this. Kick, 2 rails, kick, rail, kick bank into the top right. What he's calling.
Well, one pocket. I think that's what he's doing, Chino. There he goes. There's the call.
I saw him point at it before he walked down.
Yep. He's calling top right, ladies and gentlemen. Kick.
Bank.
Cross bank the 8 in the top right. What up, Marlino? What's going on, my man?
Marlon?
Got to get you back here in the booth. Yeah. Get some of that knowledge.
Yeah, I could be out there eating your food then, too. It's a good deal.
Chef Marlin in the box with us.
Chef Marlin. All right, big technical shot here by Amo. Coming up.
He's got to cut it a little. If he hits it too full, it's tracking towards the side pocket. Mm-hmm. He's got to hit this 8 ball. He's coming behind it, and the 8 ball has to hit roughly between the 2nd and 3rd diamond towards the side.
Loading up with right. Good hit. Good try.
Good shot.
Yeah, tough.
When he first lined it up, too, I was like, this is a cross-side shot, too. A lot of people shoot that 9-ball shot. Back in the day, you watch Efren come up with kind of probably Todd all saw how to shoot those kind of shots, where you're coming in cross-banking the 8 into the side pocket.
Yeah.
So he didn't hit it. He cut it too much. He needed to hit it more full than that to get it down to the corner. All right, golden opportunity here.
Yeah, Maria, just strong player all the way around. Martin.
Interesting to me here. The last rack only had there was a possible problem, but I didn't think it was. You could have addressed it a couple different ways. But now you're in a situation. It's time to go.
Mm-hmm. He's just drawing back here.
Good shot.
Good shot. How are you playing this one, Tony?
I'm gonna shoot the ball here, Gino. Once again, that I think I'm shooting the 14 ball here. It's pretty natural. I can land in a very big zone, I guess, and I'm still really good on the 9, possibly perfect on the 10.
On the 10, sure. Yeah.
Here, I like I'm never going to miss the 9, I believe. That would be the shot I wouldn't miss. But if you come backwards and take you off the 8, I just don't like this position here. It's very close to the rail. He's putting a lot of right on it. You can, hit it real good, though.
Yeah.
A lot of control there. Great shot. I was just worried about Tiki in the 8, possibly scratching in the side.
Oh, sure.
But he hit it real good.
I'm getting Martin flashbacks from our match when he would just come with his clutch.
Is this the same?
Shots.
This is their second time out this game, isn't it? Or was it? This isn't the same game.
Yeah, because they were doing a stop shot safety.
This was the safety. This was the game. They played. This is the second time out because they took a timeout when the 11 ball was down here.
That's right.
Anyway,
that's
not our call. It's the other team's call. And there's a rule.
That's right.
We better write that down.
Yep.
What if they said that's your second time out?
Yep.
Obviously, I believe we did issue a warning.
First time's a warning.
First time a warning,
Second
and then next
time's a
time.
foul.
So we're taking notes here for the next Friday Fight Night.
Yep.
Because there's been a couple of good questions that come up.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure we have answers.
Good what if scenarios that have actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's one right there.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely took a timeout because he played the safe when they should have ran out.
That's right. That's right.
And
Well, and we talked about it. So we do have hourglasses, the 1 minute timer for timeouts, and these guys all know each other and they respect each other. And sometimes it's not the actual 1 minute thing that's important about that, but going up and putting a plastic hourglass is something you remember doing. And so if it's about to happen again, you're going to say, "Hold on, I just did this thing I don't usually do in a pool match. I'm calling second time
Look
out
at this.
on you." Uh-oh.
A great point, Gino.
Yeah.
When you put something on the table, it's
While your opponents are shooting.
way easier to remember.
Yeah.
Doing a physical action of the timeout, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it hasn't come up in a long time. I just remember because I was going crazy about that they didn't try to run out there and gave Johnny a shot
That's right.
that could have potentially led to a win.
That's what marked in your brain to remember that timeout.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you're at the table and it's nerves, and you're thinking about a million things, go through that motion, put that timer down there. Again, not to shark or anything like that, but it helps you remember that there was a timeout.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, having a minute to talk about something instead of 3 minutes,
that's a thing, yeah.
It is a thing.
Yeah.
And it's nothing personal. I'll tell you what, if I'm playing for this tournament, I'm going to do it every time or I'm not going to do it ever.
For 5 figures, yeah.
It's part of that's why we put it out there, too.
Yeah. For 5 figures, you're talking about a 3 minute timeout is very much more of an advantage than a 1 minute timeout.
No doubt.
Okay.
No rail. Going to be ball in hand. 2-2.
2-2.
So, I mean, looking back, you can look back. I like to look back at certain points of the match where it could have been a little different. I just felt like Martin and Greg could have ran that rack out and gone up 3, or attempted to. And another thing, when you're running out, Gino, and the balls are wide open in 8-ball, and then you get into trouble. I mean, you're going aggressively to run a rack out, and then you get out of line, and you got a funny bank or something. You can always duck then.
Yep.
You can always leave them in a tough spot or come off. But they were lined up. They had ball in hand position on the 11 ball. I say go forward with the out, and when you run into a trouble, if you still think you can get out, we're always trying to get out, right? But I mean, let's say you bump a ball down the road, and now you look for a safety maybe.
Yeah, we've said it. Pool is one of the, I guess, worst games to have the clearest hindsight.
No doubt.
And there's nothing worse than looking back and saying, I didn't win that rack and I wasn't going for it either.
Oh, big break.
Oh, that's huge.
Good break there by Johnny. All right, nothing touching. Look at this.
Look at the 1, 2, 3.
You like the 1, 2, 3?
No, I'm just saying, look at that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
enough for me to say stripes.
Yeah, stripes. 15 ball goes on the side. 9 ball goes in the side. I like shoot. If Peach is looking at this, I don't mind shooting the 9 right now.
Yeah, and John can cheat all sorts of sides on that 11 ball. But Peach just gets him scooted across there.
So the question is, do you shoot the okay? You can shoot the 11. Do you go 14 down to the 13, or do you shoot the 11 and then 14, then the 2 stripes?
I like that. Yeah, address the 14.
If you go down to the 13, you're gonna have to play some shape getting out of there. Peaches can shoot a real easy stop shot and let Johnny do the work here.
Yeah,
but you got to adjust the 13. What's your pattern?
This is a great timeout because when there are a lot of options.
I'm betting you $100 you can't get out right now, and you say bet.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
I am going 14. You know what? No, I'm going 14. Oh, man, gosh.
Yeah, you got to think about it a little bit because, we can obviously see where it can get problematic, but what's the simplest way we can make this? I'll tell you what. I like all day going 14, 13.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to say 15 down to the 13. No.
Here's the deal with it's real hard to get straight in. You can get straight in on the 11 or the 13, but it's close to the rail. It's close to the pocket. It's off the rail a little bit. I can manipulate a cheat where I can cheat it and spin it.
Yeah.
And get back into play. That's playing the worst shape possible. Now, if I come down and I get a juicy angle, this is just why I just love this. You can you're here like this right here and back into the middle because the 15 goes and the 12 ball goes. So I overplay it. And then if I overplay let's say I come up here, the 12 ball cuts, and what does the cue ball do? It goes nicely into the 8. That's why I like it. If I can go up too high. But they're playing this. Oh, Peach just.
That was a little rush too.
All that talking and all that planning
and then a quick trigger.
Yep. Peaches might be feeling the nerves a little bit. And we haven't really talked about that because it seems like in a lot of their matches, a lot of people on the stream have agreed, and I've heard people come up on the side that say, man, Peaches held Mr. Amo in there, and he was clutch, and he comes up with a lot of great shots.
Yes. Yeah, Peaches definitely showed up last match.
A lot of matches, really.
Yeah, he's been clutch.
Last Friday fight nights, too, I remember.
Thanks.
But maybe a little nervous tonight.
Yeah.
What's Martin doing here? Banking the 4 into the 14.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. That was nice. BWB, and the pull gods make you earn it. That's right. John Matsuka is saying, shoot him up. And that's what they're saying, Maria, right? Why play to not lose when you can play to win?
That is such a great saying.
Yeah, I love that. Right. With confidence.
Obviously, though, when you duck, sometimes it is an aggressive duck.
Sure. Yeah.
And it is. Yeah. There's many.
You're getting back at the table.
Offensive purposes for playing some defense, but to her point,
right?
When you can play to win, and everything's right there. Yeah.
Right.
Play to win there.
Like that.
I just like, and it always, I think it gets your team in a rhythm. It gets you confident. There's so many positives when the balls are open and you're ready to go. You connect on and out. You might do it again, and you might do it again. And Johnny's trying to line up, see what's happening to the. Can he make the 12 ball here? Which ones is he? Is he calling the 12 or the 15? Interesting.
Yeah.
If he is, okay, shooting the 12. Thank you for pointing that out, John. Because if they I didn't know if he was maybe playing the carom off the 12, and then back cutting that 15. He has got to throw this a lot.
Yeah.
Because he does not have the natural angle on the 12.
Yeah.
He's going to be the 15 is going to get contacted here a little bit. So maximum left-hand throw English here.
And he's just looking at that 15, hitting into that 8. All right. Yep. He's throwing.
Boy, it looks like he's loading up with a lot of speed here.
Cranking. You got to let that English grab, too.
I think he's playing to hit the 15 ball first here,
Oh, I see. Oh, wow. Okay.
like a carom. But
Oh.
if he has to let this, he has to hit this easy to let all that spin take.
Ooh, Luke, I don't mind that shot. Stop behind the 15.
Cue ball.
Ooh.
I like that look too. As
Yeah.
he said it, just a stop shot, shoot the 15 ball,
Great call.
and put him on the back of the 12.
Yeah, that's
Letting
a
him,
good look.
yeah.
Good luck, Luke.
Well, ball straight in on the 6 here. Might be looking to deduct here, maybe off of a ball. Got a wall of balls there.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball goes. 5 ball goes. I like opening with the 6 here, trying to control the cue ball. Don't move it too much from where you're at right there. And then you're on the 5, the 4. I mean, here's another run out situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he is going offensive. What I was going to say was, Greg had an open rack and chose to go safe. And this is when sometimes as a team, his partner might be thinking, oh, geez, like, did he lose his offensive edge, right? But nope, it looks like he is going offensive, calling the 6. Oh, just overcuts it.
Tell you what, he didn't leave much.
Yeah, it's a
15 ball don't go.
A bit of a two-way.
15, 13's blocked.
Yep.
Peaches, 12 ball, you either got to cut it or bank it. But if you connect here,
Oh, he's cutting that 15.
15 ball don't go on the side.
Is that what he called? Or is he just...
That's what it looked like. I think the 7 ball's in the way.
Thought so, too.
Did he even look at it?
He is taking...
Watch him just shoot it straight in.
He is taking more time. Look. Oh, good try.
I don't think it went.
Yeah.
But we can't tell from the camera sometimes.
Sometimes,
but
yeah.
that really didn't look like it went.
From how close it was, you would think someone just take a hard look at that path there, but it must have gone...
Once again, didn't walk around the table,
Mm-hmm.
playing for $7,000. Guaranteed second place is $7,000 more than fourth. Not one trip around the rack. Not one trip around to see where the position goes. I'm telling you guys out there, like for real. You guys want to go out there and win Vegas? You want to win a big tournament that you've been planning on? You're getting better at pool? Look at Martin. Martin's taking a trip around. He wants to see all his options. He's looking to where the cue ball is. I'm telling you, you guys all need to do this.
Yes.
If you want to get better and get to the next level of playing bar table 8 ball, you need to go look and see where the cue ball needs to be. I mean, this is, Peaches was 1 centimeter off from running the rack earlier.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just.
No,
It's gonna
it's a great point.
increase your odds of running out racks and it's gonna make you a better pool player. I'm not saying take 5 minutes. I'm just saying go look.
Right.
Go around, see a different angle. Go down around the back of the ball, see if they got a pocket all the way up to, up top. And sometimes when they're blocked, just give yourself the full view.
And like you said, one thing that you said kind of struck a chord, which is bar box 8 ball. It can be a crowded game. I mean, it's a crowded table. You got 15 balls splayed across, 7 by 3.5, and that you got to double check those little clearances and little paths.
100%.
I don't know if that 3 goes.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You got to be on you have to move the 5 to make the 4, the 4 to make the 3.
That's right.
This is a tricky out.
If
If the 3 goes by the 13 here,
Yeah.
I like shooting 2, 6, 6 in the side, dropping for the 3 in the corner, and then rolling, and then but the force you got to remove the bottom ball on each
That's
of those that little Orion's belt right
Yeah,
there.
that's right. Yeah. One step at a time. Starting with the 5. Oh, hits it a
I'll
little
tell you
bit.
what.
Oh, look at this bridge they're left with on 13. Or the 12, rather. Excuse me.
I think you got to just roll it in.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's going to look at a little back cut here, but you're going right into the solids, and you don't know where the cue ball is going after that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to take I think you just, maybe he thinks he can control it. Looks like he's putting some inside sauce.
Oh, look at that.
That was a lot of control, it felt like. Gino giving him some fire.
The high-rated guys don't get enough of that stuff.
Okay, Peach. If you are going to leave him straight in, then there he goes. He's looking for the angle.
Okay.
But look at the gap you got to get. I mean, you can be in the center of the table and take a back cut on the 8, or cut the 8 down the rail. I mean,
right.
The cross bank in the side is there if you get straight in. This is a spot where I might choose. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I like having that bank in the side here. But I want to go up and make sure exactly where I'd want to be if I was going to bank it. That's so. Peach went and said, I'm going to give him an angle.
Nicely played.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And here's the deal. We try to get too perfect here. We underhit it. Or we say, you know what? I'm going to give it a really good stroke, and we overstroke it, and it comes down below the 3 and the 6. So just calming all that down and putting the best shot on it, coming straight across. Yeah, this is
resets.
This is tricky.
Yeah.
But it's very, very doable. Obviously, the gap you're shooting at here, if you're going to get straight in on the 8, it's right in the side pocket. So that's where your mind says, don't go too strong at it. We're going to try to get good, but not that good. So you got to commit. What a shot.
Look at this.
This is perfect.
It's got
This is perfect.
What a shot.
This is perfect. Shot of the match so far, in my opinion. What a shot.
Oof.
What a shot.
Look, the speed was great. Going into the 6 was great.
Perfect. Accuracy was dead perfect.
Peaches.
3-2. Mr. Amo, nice shot, sir. Ooh, I heard the rail. That was a nice shot.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot. So many things go wrong there. You can scratch, or you can hook yourself.
Go get on the wrong side of the 6.
Or you can take your medicine and not try to even get over there and just put your guy on a real steep cut. Johnny said, I got you, Peach. I'm going to get right ball in hand position for you.
Yep.
Huge.
He reset, took his time again.
Yep.
Perfect speed. GST, one of the best table walk-arounds I've seen in person is Paga Lion.
Hey, that's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy. I just, the old commercials back in the, the late 80s, early 90s, the Gatorade, I want to be like Mike.
I want to be like Mike.
If I made a commercial for pool, I want to be like Alex.
Oh, you can't go
be
wrong.
like Alex. Whatever. That was terrible. But that would be my personal commercial. I want to be like Alex. That would be
extremely talented pool player. Seems to have fun, but if he's got game face on, get out of his way because he's not letting you at the table. He can put some big money up. He's played big tournaments. Just felt pretty lucky to get to meet him when he came and visited you here at Piazza's. That was a pretty awesome experience. And he actually spent about 10, 15 minutes in the booth for the Friday Fight Night commentary.
That's right. He did come in there. I'd like to go back and I have no idea which one it was. But, yeah, we do have a library of a bunch of different he was in the booth. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he gave a little commentary on a rack 8-ball.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can't beat
that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Manny Barros, what's up? Nice shot. Yeah.
Manny.
Rosie. Rooting for Peaches.
Kalis Lover. That's the daughters. The daughters login. We got the peach emoji.
Oh, Luke. Amo got 2 fires on that rack.
Yeah, where were you, Luke? Did you go to did you step out to the refrigerator for a second? He got fire.
Luke's saying he needed a 3rd.
Whoa. All right, scratch on the break. Opener.
Oh.
I would okay. We didn't really diagnose that rack, but I'm going I would have probably shot the 12 ball there, and I would have came in. I would have rearranged all that furniture right there, just because I was super close. So I can be super accurate with the hit on the 12 on the side, and I got a lot of action coming. The cue balls going into the 2, 13. Just open them up. Let's go from there. I know the 10's a little tricky. The 10 would have been still a little tricky, maybe. Anyway, this is open table, right?
Yep, still open.
Open table. What are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? I like using the 4 ball here. That's good for a lefty if John was shooting. So the righty is going to have trouble shooting this 4 stretched out over the table, but the 4 leads to a real good. Yeah, see, John, he ain't lefty. See, John, John thought this is an easy shot.
And
And then big old Peach has got to stretch all the way across the table. But that would be my opener. 4 ball and coming crashing into the 8, the 5, and just rearrange it.
Yeah.
But Peach, body position's a big part of this shot. John was like, this is easy.
Yeah. And then Peach
For a
said,
lefty.
look at this. And then John's like, oh, yeah.
Travis Buxton, Alex, the best big money player, in my opinion.
Love it.
I think that would be a lot of people's opinion around the globe.
Yeah, good call, Bucks. Go for 1.
Peach was checking out the opener and didn't like the bridging down below the 4. You know what I mean? So they're going to take a little bit of medicine here and take the easier shot. What's he doing here, though?
Oh, that 2.
Oh, he's
Ended up kind of weird, but that 2 does go.
wonder what he was.
I wonder if he's trying to draw back just to get some splash.
Maybe draw back and get that window on the 1, possibly. And if he didn't hit it, maybe 2, a couple different options, the 4. Maybe trying to get on the 4 for Johnny. He just was doing that. He's a lefty. Maybe getting that shot. He just overstroked it. Once again, shot it real quick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Once he made the decision what ball to shoot, he just kind of shot it.
Look at this tough shot. He's calling bottom right bank. Jacked up. Ooh.
Where's the cue ball? I can't see. Is he containing the cue ball a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
I think so. He's jacked up. He can shoot he's jacked up on the 9 and the 12 here. No pocket on the 13 or the 10. Another solid in play here. 14 balls playing big.
When you're out there, playing in tours and all those other things, who was the big money, just constantly just looking for action with big dollar amounts? Who was that guy or that player?
There's I just like 3 or 4 guys shot right through my mind. A couple of them you probably maybe not heard of, but Scott Frost was one of them.
Sure.
Scott was always in action.
Nice.
Gabe Owen. Tony Watson was a big guy on the East Coast whenever the tournament's on the East Coast. Tony Watson was always in action. For big money.
Big money.
For, bigger money, thousands. We're in the $1,000 sets.
Sure.
Like, they weren't playing $100, $200 sets. It was always something to thousands. Alex.
Sure.
Alex was always back in the day. Corey Deuel.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day. Well, those two were kind of rolling around together when they were real young. And that was a duo you didn't want to F with.
I gotta believe it.
Well, this guy plays too good. I'll play your friend. Yeah, he plays all right.
I love watching those young Corey Deuel, young. They both had kind of the same short haircuts, and
Yeah. Champs.
David Gomez.
Oh, from Denver, Colorado. How about our local guys? Mr. Gomez, bet hired and made your nose bleed, dude. He bet so high.
Okay.
I think he was tucking the cue ball. I think he opened up the 7 in the side here.
Yeah.
And look at this. Peach can go right into the 10 ball. 5's going to be in a little spot, but you can move. You can do something off the 4 or the 3 to move the 5. But the 7, this opens up the 7 in the side. You just go high ball here. You go right into the 10. You're on the 1. You can take 2. You can kill 2 right here with 1.
Oh, good try.
And just missed it. But that was the shot, I think.
Yeah. Travis says, who spots Chohan in one pocket at his home pool hall? Yeah, that's nuts.
For all the money. Well, all I know is back in the day, they said if you want to really if you want to beat a guy and you want to win the most money, you got to go. You go to his whoever's pool. You go to his home court because everyone's going to bet on him. I mean, these are all the old hustlers talking, right?
Sure.
You win all the money if you go beat him in his home court. Maria Finley, do you remember the calculation I came up with a couple of series ago? For every 1/8 inch of you have to elevate the tip of the cue, you lose. Yes, I do remember that.
Look at
And
that.
I agree with it much. I much agree with it. Ronnie Allen, yeah, he was a show. He was the show. You just were in for a treat if you walked into a pool room. Ronnie Allen was in the pool room and he was gambling. You just got your popcorn. You went and got your candy. You went and got your soda, and you got to try to get a good spot so you can watch the show.
Love it.
Same with Keith McCready.
Oh, yeah.
Same with McCready. I mean, I watched that guy after The Color of Money came out get rousted by the guys he was playing. Just giving him the lines of The Color of Money, dude. Yeah, you got it keeps getting worse and worse. You know how many times he's heard that? You know how many times McCready's heard it just keeps getting worse and worse? Or all the lines that he was giving out to Tom Cruise. I've watched it, and he's the show too. You get some with Keith's playing. Go get a popcorn, a beer, and soda, and get ready.
Love
it. It was a good show.
Yeah, he went Hollywood, and I'm sure his friends gave him some guff.
Well, and he was one of the best American players at the time too, with a lot of attitude.
Oh, sure.
With all the attitude, right? I mean,
oh yeah.
he used to wear a shirt that said, "The world's got the 8." I mean,
He didn't have to
pretty
stretch
good.
too far for that role.
The
in the
world's
movie.
got the 8
Yeah.
in the pool world. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. There's your spot,
Yeah.
everyone.
This looks pretty tied up here to me. Yeah, this game's tied up. Big shot, big miss by Peach on the side on the 7. These guys are taking care of it. 3-3. Yeah, Trav, Chip, and Joey, when they were a dynamic duo too. Joey Gray and Chip Compton, they were.
Man, we've talked
gambling.
about this. This would be our favorite documentary series, right? It's in just like old footage or
3-3.
stories of the old.
It would have been great if a bunch of we could go back and some of these road hustlers and some of these characters of our sport. Let's just be real. They've talked about cleaning up our sport. What they've gone many moons and many miles to put pool in the limelight of the world right now where it is. But let's go back. Let's not try to erase history here. I mean, pool is a gambling sport, and there was a lot of action, man. A lot of action. It was, get in your car, and we're going from town to town, and we got a map from other road players that gave us the map to who's the action, where's the spots, where do we pick up all the money, who's gambling big, and how do you trap them? Yeah, right. There was no camera phones, but there were video cameras and documentary, but we didn't. No one really thought to do that live, so we could bring up footage and be like. But that would have been cool. That would have been so cool to have some live footage of a young Efren, a young Keith McCready going in and playing, a big match, or just any of these guys, dude. Matlock. There you go. There's one. He was talk about a monster right there back in the day. That guy had a video that said he was the best bar table king of the world.
Matlock.
Yeah.
No kidding.
That was his video. And no one disputed it. No one said, "Oh, why? How could he make that video?" No.
Wow.
He was the king, bar table king.
Buxton was saying, Tony, have you heard the story of Alex and Corey beat the guys? Then he let Alex drive his car and pulling out of the parking lot, hit a car next to him. and it was the car of the guys they just beat.
I have heard that story.
Oh my God.
That is a funny. That's a good story.
And they had to give all the money back. No kidding.
Yep, I've heard that story. That's a good one.
I could just picture Alex saying, "Watch this. We just won a ton of money. You want to see what a donut looks like?"
3-3, guys.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Semi-final match. Winner of this rack.
Each team has a win or two of these games. Each is cleaning up the other one's mistake, but running the whole rack out and not giving them another shot at the table.
Right.
Going to open up these balls here.
What do they got? Oh, Chris Bierman. Love hearing Jeremy Jones just talk pool.
That was a great podcast.
Oh,
His California action.
Yeah.
And he gave not his real name.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stories. You're going to hear
Yeah.
guys with fake names.
there's no Facebook, internet, YouTube looking you up.
Right.
You could be a complete stranger. Always forget Efren's name.
Oh, man.
What do you go at? Morales? No.
Morales?
Yeah. Why can't
Yeah. I know this.
Yeah.
Just drawing a blank.
And what's crazy is
I mean, you're talking about the GOAT.
the GOAT.
When the first time coming in America, and he uses an alias.
It was a Hispanic fella. But can you imagine, before internet, before all that, you were that good that you went under an alias because they might have heard of you from another country. That's how good Efren was.
That's exactly right. Is that crazy?
Cesar Morales, thank you.
Cesar
Chris.
Morales. There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh my God.
You didn't show up at a tennis court and give a fake name, did you? Well, I mean, not that there's action in tennis,
I get
but
it, yeah.
you didn't just show up like in any other sport and be like, "Hey, dude, you better not use your name."
Yeah, they know who you
Like,
are. If they know who you
there's
are,
something unique. I mean, there you go. Like, I mean, there was just
striking fear.
here we go, Peach again,
Little rushed.
little rushed.
Yeah. I think John is just going to have to tell Peaches, hey, here's what I'm noticing.
Yeah, good point. If you're Amo and you're paying attention, hey,
Yeah.
dude, take a breath,
Yeah.
slow down. It's okay. Walk around the table a little bit.
Nice controlled shot there by Greg.
Well, Martin's got a good look here. He can come off the 9 or the 14 if he needs to disturb these balls. He might not to. I mean, the 11's got to be bumped for sure, the 11.
Yeah. And if you start off the 9 and hit the 11, you've got that 14 ball as insurance potentially.
I like the 9.
Yeah.
Oh, if the 15 ball goes, I think that's what he's looking at.
Okay. Pockets a ball, addresses the 11, and still has the 14.
I just saw how the balls would. I always look to see contact. The ball I'm going into like on the way onto a breakout. So the very first ball I'm going to contact, and then the physics after I hit that ball of all the little tikis that are about to take place, and that's why I would have shot the 9 there, because it comes in. If you come into the 11 ball, the 11 pushes the 2. The 11 squirts to the left, might pick up the 12, and you clear 2 balls away from your pocket, and you might even open up that corner pocket.
Love hearing all that. And that's just going through your head. Real lot.
Have a good night,
Marlon, have a good night, Marlon.
Chef Marlon on the way out. Come on down to Piazza's.
Oh, the food's great.
Back on the map, baby. Anyway, so the 14, little tougher because it's a little longer. I thought it was real easy to control off the 9. The distance the cue ball had to travel to the rail and then into the first ball, not a lot of distance. So I can really dial in a spot where I'm going to hit there. There was nothing wrong. The 15 went too. So I mean, and he's got a shot.
Maria says she was talking to Jeremy Jones, telling stories, and even had a story about Tony.
What? What was that?
Such a great. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, me and Jeremy did match up when I was younger, bro. I remember it. I broke even. Played some $500 sets
Nice.
in Olathe.
Okay, this just got interesting with the 12 ball.
Doubled up. Yep, little double up here, but I don't think the 12 goes in the corner. I think the 9 is in the way. So you have to take the side. Yeah, you have to take this combo here. And I think, Gino, I don't think the 12 does much. I don't think you have to back cut the 12. So the 12 ends up on the rail or nothing. I think this is pretty straightforward. And I'll tell you what, if I was to do a combo class and I was to help people out on their accuracy and controlling the top, whatever the object ball you're hitting into the ball you're making. I've learned a lot about controlling my speed. I know a lot of people like to spank them in and pick a spot and then just absolutely go after it, like if it was just a perfect strike. Over the years, I've found out that I hit a lot of my combos with a very I dialed down the
More touch.
yeah, I dialed down the speed and the velocity of what I'm hitting, and I've become a lot more accurate combo shooter.
Yeah. Good advice.
And I'm not talking about a ball that's 4 feet from the ball.
No, sure, right.
And I'm trying to line up the angle and whatever. I'm talking pretty close
Balls
proximity.
like the shot we were just looking at.
They can be off angle a little bit.
Sure.
But I've found that hitting them easy has increased my accuracy a lot.
Well, you don't have to have a combo class. Like, this is what people tune in for.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I've always said, if you hit a tight pockets, but you hit it easy and pocket speed, they find a way to wiggle in. Sure. You can miss a little bit, and they wiggle in. And that was kind of my philosophy when I was shooting combos and looking at them. And I play a lot of one pocket, so there's a lot of combo shots that come up all the time. And it just helped me out a lot when I started hitting them easier.
Keith, appreciate the shout out. Yeah. The challenge matches are so fun with the team, and so far, Team Piazza's is 2-0. Good times. All right, well.
All right, Peach has got to come with it here.
Yep. Only one ball to shoot here.
Okay. He went around, looked at the angle a little bit. Let's see if he takes a little more time here. Did he go over and see the shape, or is it just you're just going to shoot? I'm just going to. I like to make sure where can I leave the cue ball anywhere? Mm-hmm. Oh boy,
it's a little thick. Oh, look at this. Look at this leave. Oh my.
Hold on a sec here. There's a button for this.
Uh-oh.
There it is. I got it right. I guessed. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It was either fire or crickets. I thought he was shooting the 4-ball. That's why I went that way. I got to give him some more because that was like a game-winning fluke. Sorry,
happens.
Peach, but you can tell me all day tomorrow that you played safe all day, and then
Keith is calling for fire on that one. Yeah, it was strategic. What's up, Mary?
What's up, Mary?
Depew in the house.
Watching Four Bears
on the TV.
That's in North Dakota. It's been a run, dude.
Four Bears?
Big tournament, big bar table tournament in North Dakota. Many. I think how many years, Tyler? 15, 20?
Oh, gotcha.
That one's been going on.
Long-standing
back in the day, Shane was there all the time. All the guys, a lot of big names there. Big tournament to win. I think it's $10K for first.
Ooh.
Bar table. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Good
Great hit. Great hit.
Yeah.
And look at this. He might have got double action, doubled up.
Oh, wow.
I can't tell if the 4 goes by the 5.
Nothing wrong with a good kind of safe leave after a fluke safe.
That was a great hit.
Yeah. He went rail first. That could have even been a
delayed fire for the hit.
Yeah, because that could have also been a 2-rail combo.
Yeah. Or ball in hand.
Right.
That was not easy. He
No,
had to put a bunch of draw and bend it a little bit. Danny Olson won the 9-ball, looks like.
Nice.
Congratulations, Danny Olson. So this looks like he's shooting it straight in.
Okay. Oh,
he's
combo.
What a shot.
Oh, my gosh.
Light that up. That was a pretty good shot. Okay. Peaches, to me, is struggling a little bit here in this match. Does he dare shoot the 2? I think he takes the duck, but let's see if he plays John's shape. Oh, he's going to shoot the 2.
All right, let's see what his speed is here, his cadence. Okay,
all right.
Okay.
Oh, Peach, good shot.
Took more practice strokes, took more time. And to take the lead, 4-3.
Where's the top view? Well, we can put it on the top view.
Oh, Robert, you like the top view. I like that too. Okay. We'll do more of that.
Keith's been sweating the Iowa Open. That's is that the ultimate pool?
Stacked with killers. All right.
4-3. Race to 8, win by 2. Just in case you're just joining us. This tournament, this is the semifinal match. The winner of this goes on to play in the championship in the finals, where it's just under 15,000 for first. Ooh. And just under 11,000 for second. Man. Guaranteed, these guys are all in the money now. Guaranteed fourth, which all these guys are guaranteed, 3,600, just over 3,600. So it's about a $7,200 match. For the winning team is guaranteed more money than
guaranteed, right?
Guaranteed. So it's huge as far as money goes. Yeah. And then you have a shot to win the championship.
Right. It's a $7,000 just guaranteed spread, and then you've got this 11,000. Oh, geez.
From fourth to first.
From fourth to first. My gosh.
And this is what I would expect. Quan match here. Yep. I mean, I would have called if you had asked me if this could go overtime. I would say sure. It probably will go overtime.
Sure. Good break.
There it is.
All right, ball down.
He's found a good speed. Do you see his speed?
Yeah, great point.
Yeah, he found something there because they're going down. And the cue ball, look at the cue ball.
Mm-hmm. What's your opener, Tone?
I was just looking.
I don't like the 5.
The 9 goes in the side. I'm the 10 straight in here. You'd have to go forward, I think, to get on the 14. I don't mind that. Mm-hmm. I might go after the 10 here and go around. I'm going to go around and look, though, where I got to be on the 14. I'm not just going to shoot it and roll it and get below the 14. I'm going to go see if it's possible. Mm-hmm. And then if I can get good on the 14, I just stun out and play the 9 and drift down below try to get right between the 15, run into either one of those balls, 15, the 12, or land between them, and then I think you're out because 9 goes in the side, 9 goes in the corner if you were to get straight in. The 5 ball that's why I'm not probably shooting solids, and the 7-4 is a little funny maybe. Either way, I think I could run out this rack either way though. I'd shoot a stop shot. If I was shooting solids, Gino, I would probably start with the 6 and stop shot and then use the 1 to go into the 5-10. Even you could get pinched up there. I was going to say shoot the 2 first because going from the 1 to the 5, 10, 14 to bust that up a little bit, I'd want the 6 ball there for my out ball coming across. I'd want the 6 there for my insurance ball.
Sure.
If I take the 6 now and I go 1, there's definitely some things that can happen where I can get hooked on everything. So I'm not. It's not a comfortable shot to go 6-1 into the 5. Mm-hmm. It's a little uncomfortable for me because my insurance ball's gone. I like stripes. If I go around and I look at this 10 and I can roll forward and get 3 or 4 different little angles to control off the 14 to give myself a shot on the 9, that's what I'm doing. Let's go top view. Otherwise, what they're saying is take the 9 now, go down. See, I think you can run in, if you run into the inside of the 15 or the 12 or land in between them, you can take care of them. The speed, I think you can control the speed off the 9, land down below them. If you land close to 1, you take the other right. And then the angle on the 10 presents a very good angle to go into the 5 and to bump the 5 to the rail and you're on the 14.
Sure.
So I can see that too. 9, go down 15, 12, come back down, maintain that angle on the 10, bump the 5, and you're on the 14. And I think that's what they decided to do.
All right. We'll keep it on overhead for this
shot. I would rather, for the 8 ball's sake. Okay. Oof. Little steep here. I thought the speed was off. I thought he overcooked it for sure. I'm just trying to drip it down there and land, keep it on the end rail there.
Yeah.
If you land in between them, you're good because, you just got one or the other. If you run into either of the balls, I think you're good on the other ball.
Yeah.
There was just a lot of, so I think he overcooked it. I thought the speed was not good there. But he still has a shot. So John's going to have to come up table a little bit. He can't just slow roll this and play shape on the 15. He's almost forced to come down. Well, he is slow rolling it. But too steep on the 15, right?
Yeah.
So now, reroute, GPS, U-turn, couple U-turns, get back on track. 10 ball, you just roll this in, Gino. This is going to just push the 5 to the rail. You're going to have pretty decent shape on the 14. Just roll this in.
Yeah. Well, good shot, Peaches. That worked out. Yeah, we'll catch up on chat here, but yeah, a lot to catch up on. I'll catch up on that with the end of this rack. But yeah, I think we've got some stuff happening. I saw your comment, Keith, Weilers versus Felt. I saw Weilers versus Piazza. Also saw a pretty scary roster you were putting together. And Jamie, there is an official 1 minute timer, and the teams have the option to set the hourglass, the 1 minute hourglass.
Jaime.
Yeah.
Jaime, have another drink, dude.
Jaime, yeah.
Enjoy. Just sit back and relax. Your man Martin is going to get to the table and do some good stuff here. Yeah.
Gotta understand,
dude. That's another Denver legend, Jaime Lechuga.
Jaime Lechuga,
legend.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we were all. Yeah, he lives up in the Pacific Northwest now, and he's up there having life. He's living his best life. He says, "Is there a time on the clock?"
You got to understand, they're playing for big money. Every shot counts.
Well, lots of traffic here. He's got to put a big screw on this ball, draw back straight to his hand, and spin underneath the 6. That's what he's looking at, underneath the 6 here. He's if you go forward here, you're dead straight in. I thought Peach, he ended up getting shape. He did well.
Yeah.
For what he had. I was saying slow roll. You might have ended up same angle. I don't know.
Oh, look at this.
Here we go. Little one. So he's playing the cross bank.
To help the cue ball travel? Okay, no, he was going back.
Yeah, I didn't like that. It was a double kiss on that cross bank, I think.
Yeah. All right.
Tell you what, if he can get this drawn below the 6, I think he's good to go. I don't know if he has that angle, but if he can draw here to get it to here somehow, that's a better than coming here and underneath the 6.
Oh, look at
he
this.
just hit it like perfect. Look at this shot. Okay, Peach, before you shoot this ball, go make sure that he can see on a stop shot, because you're not going to do anything, or you're just going to you're taking your medicine here. Yep. You're dead straight in.
You're going distance, but you're giving him the window. All right, he does take a look.
You take your medicine here.
Yeah.
Just stop shot. Don't be rolling forward into a spot where he can't make it. There you go. He looked at it.
Yep.
John with the shot, though. What a shot, dude.
Man, yeah.
I mean, even though he hit it perfect, little unfortunate he don't get a little angle. How good he hit it. But great shot. To take a 5-3 lead.
Yeah.
You got your man who just ginned that shape shot.
Yeah. Got
the right guy shooting it, in my opinion.
Yeah, Luke, good call. I think he meant low left on that one for that thing to spin out.
Yep.
Which he did. Oof. All right. To take a 2-rack lead, I believe yeah, well, I mean, that's a medicine shot sometimes. You're on the rail, long distance.
Little fortunate here that the little freedom here now for Martin and Craig with the 8 ball tied up. I mean, that has you can't even really even if you get a look at it, it has nothing.
Right.
So these guys can definitely don't have to shoot. I mean, they can work the rack if they wanted. This is a situation where ball in hand might pay a little dividends here, but I mean the 8 is completely tied up.
With ball in hand, what are you doing about the 7?
I mean, I'm gonna go. If I had ball in hand, I'd shoot the 4 ball.
Stun it off the 4.
I'd shoot the 4
into the 7. Use the 3 as
I'd cut the 4 in the side. I could put the 4. I can go on the top left and go forward into it.
Sure.
I got to make sure there's an insurance ball hanging out by a hole, though. I like to make sure if I'm going into a ball and breakout and just making sure which ball is probably my best to out in case it gets tied up again or something like that. But I mean, you can you can shoot the 3 here and go forward 2 rails. Here we go. He's calling a safe. This is the one he's electing to play safe on right here.
All right, full view on the 8. And is that another example, Tony, where there's a couple more options before you had to start ducking?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because to your point, you go forward with that 3, and now
because you're shooting the 3, and you go down there, you walk around the table and say, man, if Martin was here, if I get Martin like right here, I go down 2 rails out here like this. Is this good enough for Martin to shoot this here and come in here and connect it? Heck yeah.
Sure. And if it's not, then Martin can then say, you know what, we're gonna switch gears and slow down or safe or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I like what John's saying. You hit that, it's gonna be a bank carom side pocket. He's going 8 into the long left rail, then off the 7 into the side is I think what he was calling. Or talking to
I know this is a little off track, but if you hear stories of this hasn't been confirmed or anything, but I've heard this from numerous sources. When Efren would watch amateur pool, he would watch a shot like this that he probably hasn't shot, and he would pay particular attention to how it reacts. And if it heads towards the pocket, he would put that into his repertoire of a new shot learned. Because I was just looking at it. If you slam this, it goes 8 to the rail, 7 back to the rail, going forward, back to the rail. I'd call it here bottom right.
Oof.
And I would shoot this pretty good max speed. I have no idea if I'm right or not. I'm just playing the physics. Rail, 7, back to the rail, lengthen out.
Wow.
But I mean, it reminds me of Efren kind of watching 2 people fluke balls around, but he would pay attention.
But it's logging in his head.
Yeah, like oh man, look at that. The natural, of course, it's going to do that. They missed it by 3 diamonds, but I'm watching how the ball's traveling around the table, and I've heard many people say that about him.
That you know what I mean? That makes a lot of sense because sometimes the shots you see is like, there's no way he's practicing that. Like you don't just practice these like crazy shots he's able to pull off. But if he's like, I saw this thing once or twice and I logged it, and I'm reverting back to it for this shot, that makes a lot of sense.
Right?
It totally does. Okay, now the 7 ball's got a clean path.
Yeah, that was maybe he was trying to go down to the end rail or just leave him tough. I don't know what the plan was there. If he thought they were going to stay tied up or something. I mean, I would have just bunted. I think I would have just bunted the 8. Just don't give him ball in hand, but keep the 7 and the 8 tied up and leave maybe the cue ball on top of the 8.
Love my signed picture and 8 ball from the Magician. Won it in the raffle at Piazza's. I love watching some of the, looking at some of the pictures around the hall here, Tony. You've had some big names come through here. I believe I've also seen a picture of you and Efren playing chess. Who's the better chess player?
Oh my God, it's not even close. He checkmated me with his pawns, and that was what he had to do. That was the spot.
All right, Magician on the chessboard as well.
No, that was definitely a really fun week here, 4 or 5 days. Good shot there.
Yeah, good shot. All right, looking to tie things up. 5 more balls left.
Ooh. It's okay.
Yeah. How you hitting this one? You coming across for the 5, or are you trying to slow roll this thing?
I'm just going to put a top ball on it and just lag it in the hole. Should land on the 5 nicely. Just cue ball just dip down just a little. Should maintain an angle on the 5. You overcut it. A little too slow then. Maybe you do put a stroke on it. I think it was manageable to hit that, to slow roll it. Yeah. So this. I was just about to say something before he shot that, and the way that Martin shot the 3 ball on the side. I wonder if anything. I don't know. I think maybe Martin might be thinking about trying to play really perfect shape.
That's a really good point. When you are the stronger player of the team,
just for a couple of the things that have happened already.
And then you see, maybe Greg's safetying more than he's typically doing, and showing those signs of needing something kind of set up nicely, and that puts pressure on a player like Martin to get right.
It's possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if that's the case, but that's kind of my take on it a little bit.
We've seen it in team dynamics, right, where we've seen that sometimes going south because that one player is finding themselves needing to do more than just do their natural game.
Absolutely.
The ideal Scotch setup is shoot the shot you would have shot and left yourself. And once you start going outside of that, now you're not playing like yourself.
Yes, I agree. Namone. What's up, Namone?
What's up, Namone?
What's going on? All right, that was a big game there, 4-4. We're looking at 5-3.
Yeah, 2 rack.
Yep, I think is it the first 2-rack lead?
I believe so.
It ain't easy out there either. I mean, we're kind of commentating like it's like it's just meet up here on Friday night. We'll play some games of pool. Nah.
Ah, so easy in the booth.
Yeah, they are playing for 7. I mean, they know. Believe me, everyone here in this ring knows the math and what kind of cash is going in their pocket.
100%.
They know. I don't know what they're thinking about while they're playing the game, but there's plenty of pressure out here, and
I mean, you've talked about, as hard as it is, separating yourself. Right? We're not doing financial statements, and we're playing pool, and just easier said than done, obviously. And over time, you get better at it. But I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, it has to be weighing on him.
No one's doing financial statements.
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't been around. I haven't seen all the action, but you can tell when that money always matters, but you can tell when someone's shooting because it matters, right? And
sure.
And in this case,
we all log this experience, right?
100%.
Whatever we're doing in life, but in pool, we log this experience. We log our experience going through high pressure when we just dogged it and we can't even take a gulp of water. I mean, the pressure's just choking us to death.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Oh,
the
gosh,
best of the best have been there.
Oh yeah.
They might not admit it as much, but we've all been there. And it's usually not because we're playing a game of pool for funsies.
No, your heart rate doesn't do it for funsies.
Nope.
And the best of the best got there because they did that a few times and they learned a lot from it.
Yep. And they learned how to play like they were playing for funsies under the just the most heat, the most lights, the most cameras, the most people watching, and they learned how to settle down and play a game of pool.
But you're
just
right.
like they're practicing.
The best of the best go through the same thing too. I mean, I remember when there was a point where they were putting heart rate monitors on players.
Oh yeah, we wanted to. Yeah, great idea.
Yeah,
because we want to see.
Yeah,
dude, why are these guys so? Their heart's not even beating. It's like they don't even have a pulse. And boom,
sure. Yeah.
Call
the ambulance just in case. Like that looks, and we're talking about pros that you'll see it. They're kind of resting heart rate and they're kind of on the seat, and then all of a sudden they're at the table and.
Yep. Okay, I think they ran out this pattern. We'll see. I think he's going to open up with the 2 ball, go down to the 6.
Yeah, Luke, I think you might have called the pattern.
What did Luke say? 2, 6, 4,
7, 5,
7.
3.
I don't know about the 4 next now. I don't know what ball he's going to play now. He's super flat on the 6. You can go 2 rails. You're going to end up under all like the 11, 12, 4, and 13. You can draw out here. You could maybe put a power stun on this and creep it up the rail towards the 3 and the 7. But you'd have to hit it real hard. You can go you can go rail first here too. You can go a little bit rail first and draw it up that rail.
To help the cue ball
Looks
move
like
up.
Johnny, that's what he's going to do here. A little rail first action.
What a look. Just
hit it fat.
Yeah.
He went rail and the 6 hit it fat. Almost a little bit of I won't say tilt, but just he could have drawn back. I mean, his other option was to draw back, get on this 4 ball up top left. Real tough from the separation of how far, the cue ball's over on the rail, 6 is by the hole. It's tough. I think it's tough. So, all right, guys, buckle down your stripes. You're down 2. You just lost a tough one. Time to answer right here and tighten this match up. Good shot. Okay, a little tricky here.
Yeah.
You go forward, you can bump to 13, you stun into the 11, but does the 11 bump? Okay, so there's a lot to think about. You stun into the 11, 11 goes over to the rail, you're on the stick, it ties up on the 6. If you bump it too easy, it comes on the 4.
I like Martin going and just doing a field goal right between the 11 and 14, and then your partner's got options. Just like that. Now your partner's got options.
A little unfortunate. He got tree chopped on the 3 on the 12 there.
On the 12 ball, yeah.
So he's probably not going to shoot the 12 now. So that's out of the question. Probably, well, you could shoot the 10 and come down. You can, if you put a little draw, you can end up on the 11 or the 14 in the side, left side. 14 obviously is the easiest one to make, but here's the deal. I think I'm going to play to the 12 next. You bump into the 10. This is maybe draw and play the 10 on the side. There you go. I think that was the spot. That was he wanted to give a little bit more, though.
Right.
He wanted to get good on the 10 so you can get on the 12 and then play the 11, 13, 11 side, 13 corner. It's tricky here.
Yeah. I don't think there's any upside to go.
I mean, just think if you were dead perfect straight in on this 10, how much easier this rack is now. Because now the cue ball is drifting away. And you can't be precise with the angle now.
Right.
I mean, real hard to put a precise angle on the 12 off this 10.
Is he going 3 rails or just
rolling? No, just slow rolling this.
Yeah.
Good. So
look at that. Still got to look on the 12.
Yeah.
Are you using the?
If he has a slight angle here, I got to go forward.
You're going forward.
I don't want to. You hit dude. You hit it. You try to draw this. Your backhand tightens up, and you hit a little stop shot, and you're frozen on the back of the 4, and you want to break your cue.
If the
So I'm going forward here, and I'm actually I put a stroke on it. I'm just going to come down the end rail and back out. 13's good. If I had the other angle on the 12, let's say I was, which is not straight in. See, he's cutting it just slightly back towards the pocket right here. That's why I'm going forward. Yeah, or I'm going to slam it and go into the 4 aggressively. Good shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Good shot.
GST.
He had more of an angle than I thought. But if he was like close to that straight in angle, I've seen it happen where people are trying to play that draw shot.
Yep. And you mentioned it before, and you got your 1-inch draw that ends up with it.
And
GST 303 saying Johnny Archer versus SVB in the Iowa Open, legend versus legend. Yeah.
Well, you got to shoot the 13 first here, I believe.
Yeah.
And just come back out middle table. You could shoot the 11 up in the upper right-hand corner and stun up.
Were you able to go back to that last shot? Did you guys see it look good?
Oh, you got to call a ref.
First of all, I thought the shot was good.
I thought it was good, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he hit the 12 before going and then bumped into the 4. We were watching right from the overhead.
Here's another note.
Yeah, you must call a ref over.
You can't come into the booth and ask if it was a good hit.
Yeah,
you can't go. Can you rewind it? We could do that all day.
Yeah, we have.
Did his shirt touch the 6 ball in rack 1? Sure. I want to go back. I want to not. I'm being kind of smart ass right there. But my point is we're not. Me and you are here for a reason. Yeah. We're here to commentate.
Right. Although we have the technology.
We do have the technology, and we will use the technology. But in pool, we all know that we got to get a hit watch. Someone is watching the hit.
Right. That's right.
Now, if I said, "Was that a good hit?" and the other team said, "I think it was," but I'm good if you go back and look.
Okay.
I mean, something like that. I'm
with
okay with it.
With both teams,
both teams are like, "Yeah, go back and look."
Sure.
But I when we were watching it real closely, I didn't even see it. It was even close.
That's right. Yeah.
To a foul.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were on the overhead.
First of all, if he was talking about the 4 ball.
Yeah. I believe so.
The physics of the shot were easy to tell that was a good hit. Yeah. I mean, the 14 went straight to the right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good out. But that's okay. Question to come in and ask if we can.
Yeah, totally fine.
But it's also because we're taking notes for going forward here
for the next player meeting when we lay down the rules and document and saying in these scenarios this is the outcomes. And this is what, again, help, like you said, you want every tournament to get better and better. And it takes feedback and scenarios and questions like these to continue to just, yep, in this scenario, you do this. And in this scenario, this is the rule. Looks like the players are taking a team break here. Don't know which team called the timeout. So let's get the sponsor page. We'll be right back.
I'm going to take a little break myself. Yeah, I thought it was a good hit.
Yeah. All right.
All right, back from the break. Martin and Greg.
Denny, what's up? We were on a player break. Long time no see, Denny.
All he does is win, win, win.
Win, win, win.
And do nails. Does a hell of a job. You guys need some nails. Your girlfriend needs some nails. Check out Denny's spot.
For sure. Win, win, win.
Off of Gartrell and E470-ish. Sorry, Denny, I forgot the name. It's been a while, but he does really good work. If you want to get a petty done.
How about
Manny or a petty.
How about he becomes a stream sponsor?
Ooh, Denny been called out. Let's go. That'll be our first spa sponsor, Denny.
Never had a manicure.
You've never had a manicure?
No. I've only heard, by the way, I've only heard good things.
Yeah, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Dude. Actually,
yeah.
Not a manicure, a pedicure. You've had a pedi, right?
No.
Oh, my God, dude. You got to go check it out.
I've only
dude,
heard
it's
good
amazing.
things.
Getting your feet done. You know who does it a lot? Not to call him out, but he said mandatory. I think he does it once a month. And best pool player on the planet, dude. SVB. SVB is a big pedicure guy. Petty and Manny. You watch a lot of those guys got like perfect fingernails. And all
they
that
do,
stuff.
yeah.
But the petties is what's amazing.
Word, okay.
Dude.
Fishing and pedicure. Oh, okay.
Please go get a pedicure and then come back and say, dude, once a month. Dude, the wife, you and the wife, it's a great date.
Love it.
It's a great date to go get a
that.
petty and a Manny with the wife and or the girlfriend or whatever. It's
Yeah.
It's fun.
I've done the gift. Hey.
Well, put yourself in that.
Gift yourself.
Yeah.
I like it.
Once a month, dude. About once every other month. When you have a significant other, it's probably once a month. Right in there, 5 weeks. Denny, what do you think, Denny? Denny could probably give you the. All right, let's get back to pool. Enough of petties and Mannies here. Here we go. 5-4.
All right.
Solids.
Good recovery shot. Peach's shot got hugged up behind the 6, but Amo had a look on the 4.
Okay, I see this has got to be a pretty good shot here. You can run into some problems right here.
Are you drawn back for the 7 or are you hitting the 7? Like using the 6 and drawing back for the 7?
Man, I was going to shoot the 7 now.
Yeah, or are you hitting the 7 first?
Oof. I mean, there's traffic everywhere. Yeah. I mean, you see right down the center of the table, you clip this 13 a little bit. You could end up on the back of the 3. You could end up hooked. You could shoot the 6 in the corner, draw back. He's going 7 in the side. This looks pretty good. He's going to come into the 8. And if he doesn't, he's got the 5.
Okay, good shot, Peaches.
If he doesn't, he's got the 5. That was a really good shot.
Yeah.
Not to go into traffic, not to touch any balls.
Sure.
It was really hard to get hooked on all the balls. If you hit the 8, you got the 3. If you hit the 15, you got the 5. If he's not hooked on the 3, he'd be definitely shooting the 3 first here. There's no doubt about it. Just drawing back a little, shooting the 5 next. I think he can see the 3. Okay, he went around and looked. That's what he was doing.
Softball stretch shot here.
If you're righty, this is a hanger. Now it's the opposite. Johnny's a lefty, and look at his body.
Yeah.
Just pay attention. You're on a 9-footer. You can't even shoot this.
No,
you have to get the bridge out.
Yeah.
The body position. Now he's got the extension. I think he's just going to move the cue ball an inch here. I don't think. Oh no.
Okay. Nope. Okay, so
boy, he's really having some issues here.
So when this occurs, he
said leave it.
Yep,
okay.
The other team has the option to move it back to best efforts or leave it where it is.
I would have definitely moved it. Now look what they got. They got a perfect little stop block on the roll the 5 in. Well, we'll see.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he hits the 10 thin.
And now you're going the wrong way on the 6.
Yeah. I'm stunning here. There's no way I'm going forward and clipping the wrong side of this 10. I think he can hit full and go right into the 10, though. No problem.
And look, the 10 does come into play.
Okay. This is medicine time. I think he is on the wrong side of the 6.
Yeah.
So, Peach, I'm just going to rely on my partner here to do a cut. Oh, he's looking at drawing it. Okay. He can draw it back to where he's at right now.
Yeah. Yep.
I was going to say just roll forward and take the 8 in the top left. You don't have to do anything then, but he's going to try to get power shape here for Peaches. Got to watch the scratch on the side. Or the jacked up.
Okay, might be a clean bridge.
Okay, if there's no balls on the table, this is better shape, right,
Yeah.
than rolling forward. But there was no traffic over to the right. Now
Right.
Peaches has got a bridge over the 9.
Yeah, there is actually a bridge.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
makes this way more difficult.
He took his time on that one.
You see that? He did, didn't he?
What a difference. That was not an easy shot. As straight as that looked, to bridge that way. Nice shot. Good out by Peaches. Good out by...
See, there's a situation where almost 99% of the time, I'm going to take my medicine and go forward because first of all, I know exactly where the cue ball is. I know I'm going to have a shot every time at the 8. I know I can just cinch that in. Things can go wrong when I'm traveling back across a line where I can be hooked.
Sure.
And I'm just a firm believer in there's a lot of spots where I just take my medicine because I know I got a shot. I know it's a little tougher. I know I can make it easier, but I already know that that's possible too. I can scratch on the side. I can come over. I can possibly get jacked up over the 9.
Yep.
Not saying that there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I would 90% of the time I'm just going to roll forward there and take my medicine and take the left cut.
And you've talked about it, right? Margin of error, right?
Yes. Yep.
You know you're going to have a clean shot with a bit of a cut, guaranteed,
Guaranteed.
versus some coin flips, right?
Weighted coin flips, probably.
Sure.
Not dead 50-50s. Probably going to be 70-30, but I'm putting the 30 into play.
But the 30's there. There it is. Yep. That's a great way to put it.
But he did well there. He did take his time. And what did Denny say? It stopped.
I think maybe he tuned in right when the
okay.
we went to break. Or maybe he's talking about our pedicure and manicure promotion. He's like, hey, guys, keep going.
I agree with Luke there. When a ball is moved and they're trying to get down on the ball, I mean, it's almost always it was impeding them in some way. That particular, he was stretched out, and I don't think it was in the way at all. But in a lot of situations in 8-ball, when you bump a ball, yes, put it back, because now they might be able to put their hand there. They might be able to bridge and have a comfortable bridge. And I've seen people move a little bit like that, where they got a little line, whatever they, to see if you're going to move it back or not. This is old school kind of stuff.
No, it's a great point too. Like, it got moved in the first place because it wasn't an easy situation. So let's put that hard thing back in your way.
100%.
Right. Big Wheeze. What's up, Big Wheeze? What's up, fellas? What's up with you?
Big Wheeze. We know who Big Wheeze identified himself a couple weeks ago, and I forgot. Big Wheeze. Who's Big Wheeze?
I don't think I was here for that one.
You weren't here for that one?
I'd remember a name like Big Wheeze. That's a good one. Big Wheeze. It's like those old school pool player nicknames. I just love. Did they ever? What did they start calling you?
Did they call me?
Yeah. What were some of the names that were thrown around for you? I don't know why you
They're not all nice, dude. They're not all nice. I don't think I had a.
It's a family show. Yeah, I
don't know about nicknames. I don't think I was good enough to have a nickname.
Oh, please.
The Pizza Man. I've always been called the Pizza Man. I mean, that's.
Yeah. It's a good good name, as is.
Yeah, I got a little cocky, and if I started, I thought I was playing good. I could deliver.
I could deliver.
Yeah, in less than 30.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
I love it. Pizza Man. Pizza Man. That's Mike Huddleston saying Pizza Man.
Big stretch here. Got a cue ball though. He's got the left side of the cue ball. It's a good shot by Greg there.
Yeah, good shot, good speed. Well, actually, if you came down a little further, would that be easier to get on the 1-3 using the 6? And now,
when you say you come down a little further, what do you?
If the cue ball came down further and you had kind of more of you're on the other side of the 6 for the side pocket, you can just roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. This is always a little. You're slow rolling and you're drifting.
Yeah.
And you want to hold it.
Yeah.
That's.
And now
Now you're jacked up over the 8. This is brutal.
And your cue ball is going to be moving a little
Yes.
bit.
So you got to, you want, first of all, the shot itself, you're shooting at 3/4 of a pocket. You got to cut on the 1. You're jacked up, and you got to hold it for the 3. Or try to hold position so your guy can even see the 3.
That's right. What's up, Big Bub? Dude, Miguel Arrabit, he's rooting for Peaches. I saw Miguel shoot the other night. Just go back, watch his
Juan. It's Juan. Big
it's
Wheeze.
Big Juan.
It's Juan.
Yeah,
Big
it's
Wheeze.
Big Wheeze.
I knew
Juan.
it was someone. I knew that Juan.
That's our teammate, by the way.
That's right. That's right.
Big Wheeze.
Big shot here.
Yeah, this cue ball is going to be moving.
Oh, he hit it good. Dang it.
Yeah.
Man, he contacts any part of the 15, he's good to go.
Yeah.
That was so tough.
Super
I
tough.
thought he hit it good.
Tough
I thought he hit
bridge,
it good.
Stretched out.
Tough shot.
Yeah.
Tough shot, Greg. Any part of that 15 and we're good to go.
Yeah. But go back, watch that stream, guys. This last Wednesday night, watch Miguel's shots. Multiple highlights.
Miguel says, "Come on, Peaches. Peaches." I hope you win, my friend. That's the best Peaches I've ever seen right there.
It's the way. That's the only way I'm going to say it now. All right, so what are we doing here? We're just kicking to make because Hail Mary. There's really no. There's no doubt.
Is the 9 too big for the 3-railer? No, you can't. The 8's in the way. I was trying. There's no window there, so he's going all the way up top right. I think. I think that's it. I think that's a shot. You got to let it go. Good.
That's pretty good contact.
Good effort.
Yeah.
Good effort. Good effort, Martin. Okay, here's one of those instances I see a lot of the time. Since the 9's covering the 8. Okay, the 3. The 3's there. They got to shoot the 3 next, but they're looking for a safety to cover the 3. This is out the door for me. We're running out.
Yeah. Are you going 11 and addressing that 10 ball now? 11 to 10?
You could.
You can get 9 to 10 too, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking at.
Okay.
But definitely, yeah, Peach could just roll it in.
Kind of give player's choice to Jon.
I mean, I like taking the 10 now. I mean, you can draw back. You're always. I think it's impossible to hook yourself on the 12 and the 13. Where was okay? That's okay. I mean, obviously, Peach is going to shoot. I think you're going to roll forward on the 13 in the corner
For 9 and maybe.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
to get on the 10. 13 opens the pocket for the 14. I like what's going on here. 13, 9, 10. And then depending on which angle he gets, he can go either one first. Missed it. Ooh. 14 go. That's okay. So now they're going to go 14, 9, 10, 15, 8.
Just stun out here a bit. Yeah, and you see where Jon just lined up. He'd rather be a bit short than a bit long on this. Just like that.
Bubba Chino. What's going on, Bubba?
Big Bub.
Good job on the Calcutta last Saturday, bro.
Oh, yeah?
And thank you. Yeah, he filled in for me. He does a good job. It's actually very entertaining when Bubba does the. Yeah, he's got his own style. I love it.
I could see that.
Oh yeah, you know he used to be a DJ, right? And a male stripper.
I didn't know, but it doesn't.
I mean, you don't
surprise
have
me.
to laugh at him, Chino.
I didn't laugh.
I mean, you chuckled. You almost spit out your drink. Sorry, Bubba. I had to tell him.
I didn't
Love
see it
Sponge.
coming.
Do you know his?
I didn't see that.
It's a true story. Bubba's tells, dude. It is fascinating.
Love Sponge.
Right, Bubba? If you're listening, I mean, help me out here. I'm not making this shit up.
My goodness.
Appreciate it. There you go. Well, Love Sponge, right?
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for
Big
this
shot here.
conversation.
Ooh.
The draw.
It's okay. He got him a shot, but
Yeah.
it did wipe its feet on the way in. Peaches was shaking his hand a little bit.
Okay.
Dave Shelton, what's up, my man?
Tell Peaches the harder the shot, just touch your hat more. Does that sound familiar, Tony?
Yeah, it does. It's all true, Gene. Love Sponge was my stage name. There you go.
So much respect right now.
Big shot here.
Oh.
Ooh, he wanted to fire it
Yeah,
in.
he wanted power cut.
Might be a little bit of tension between the partners here on not leaving me an easier shot.
Right.
Maybe.
No,
That's what I just read.
It happens.
It does happen.
It happens, and you kind of see.
But if John set that up 10 times, I think he makes it 8
sure,
or 7. So just got to refocus when you get a lot when your partner leaves you, whatever. I like to pretend that I just walked into the room and I got to make this shot for no other reason. I just got to make it, and we'll go
Someone
from there.
just handed you a
There we
stick.
go. Nice little out.
All right, back to a
6-5.
one rack.
Here we go.
Yep.
Pressure's mounting here now.
2-3 race.
It's all true, Gene. That's a new way to spell Gene. So Peaches and Gene now have been, I like it.
But yeah, dude, Bub, the mad respect.
Yes, sir. I believe. No, his mic work was at the comedy club, though.
Oh, I could see that too.
He did. I believe that if I'm not mistaken, Bubba.
Yeah.
You did some of the opening. You were the MC for comedy club.
Oh, he was trying to say Gino. Typo.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Scooter already spelled my name one time on Digital Pool.
Oh, I already know what he spelt it.
Eugene. What?
So then it became Eugina.
Yes.
Sorry, Gino.
Ah, you went there, dude.
I did. Sorry, dude. Well, I mean, Scooter let did you see how I spelled Eugene's name? And I was like, I did. And then he pronounced it, and I was like, you son of a gun.
It reminds me.
That was.
I sent you that clip of that. It's like Edelman telling that Randy Moss story about Edelnut. And then before you know it, that clip became so popular, everyone calls him Edelnut now.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that with Eugenia.
I got you.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
that's not what-
You sent me that clip. I was rolling. That's a great clip.
Edelnut.
Edelnut.
Get that
What's
out.
up, Dan? Dan Bregan.
Hey, Dan.
What's going on, buddy? Peaches on stage 2. Tip your wage. Oh, my goodness. Boy, this is quite the show here
we
now.
Go.
Our imaginations are roaming.
What's up, Sandra?
Sandra Padilla.
Shout out to Bubba, too. Did a great job on the Calcutta. Thank you, Sandra.
Right on, Sandra. Thank you.
Big Bub.
Sandra is our absolute legendary Calcutta queen.
She knows a good Calcutta.
Yeah.
And she's calling out Bubba. That means something.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bobby Disco.
What up, Bobby?
Stage 2. Oh, gosh.
Tight match here now. 6-5.
2-3 race.
Pressure. I think. And I always like the psychology of these matches. Is it easier to be the hunter or the huntee when you're down and you're coming for them?
Yeah.
And you feel them coming.
And we've seen it before, too, where the team that's down all of a sudden sees the finish line behavior of the other team falter. And all of a sudden, it's like, even though we're down a rack or two, I feel like the hunter now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yep, we've got a 1200 tomorrow. Bobby, you're playing it with Richie. Jeez Louise, that's a team.
They were in here the other night hitting balls too. They were getting ready.
Yeah,
I heard they were hitting them pretty good too.
Played a couple racks with him last night, and it's a little short tonight.
Okay, Stripes. This is not easy at all. I might even stop shooting these balls in the hole.
Yeah,
I got to have a plan for the 11.
stop 9.
I got to have a plan for the 11. I mean, I want to get that open. If I am going to continue here, need to find a plan. What is the plan for the 11 ball? Mm-hmm. When do I open that? Might be playing a little safety here.
Right.
Nope, he's going. Oh, I see it already.
Okay.
Here we go. 14 off the 1, but that doesn't move the 11.
Yeah, that
The
one
11 and 8 still stays there.
Come straight down. So you almost have to hit a little overcut on the 1.
Still doesn't do it.
Yeah, you're right.
It still doesn't do it.
You're right, yeah.
Does the 10, 8, 11 guys see that? Does the 10, 8, 11 go? The 3-ball combo?
Like throw the 11. If those things were frozen, yeah.
You can get some throw there. Believe me,
with a little gap.
Yeah, you can do it frozen. Obviously, throws it more with the gap. The gap works too. There's a certain spot where the gap's too big and it don't throw anymore. But the fuller you hit it, where the 8 is actually cutting it the opposite way, where it looks like it wouldn't go, it's going to throw anyway. That's a throw class.
No, yeah, I'd attend that one.
It's very, very interesting physics of pool that a lot of people haven't broken down. Is the throw, the frozen balls, and the opposite. It's crazy.
Yeah.
To me, it's still crazy.
And how speed affects it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of you might think that Amo hit that shot super hard on that cut 8, but he also, if you slow roll that, you're throwing also, right? And he had a steep cut, and he had his reasons. But all those things are playing in their head when you're shooting at an Amo level.
Okay. Looks like he said, "What's the plan here?" Bubba
started me and rolling at 120. I'm telling you, it's a quality Calcutta.
You got to understand. Yeah, you got to make sure. You got to grease the Calcutta guys. You got to do it the right way. Don't want to offend that. That's the last guy you want to offend anywhere near a Calcutta is the Calcutta guy that's doing it, because he can, he can throw he can throw a wrench in your engine if you're trying to go cheap.
Yeah. And you don't want your Calcutta guy starting you at $5. That doesn't feel good either.
Luke says, how about a carom to 811? That's possible. So there was an angle they could have got here on the 10, bottom right, or 10, top left, where you come into it, draw into the 8, bump them open a little bit. I mean, it looks like the 11's going right at the knuckle.
The knuckle. The point.
The point. The teat. But it looks like it's going roughly right at the point there. So, but they don't have any kind of fun angle on it now.
If that
I think you could still shoot the 10 here. But I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get I think the top of the 11 maybe. If you shoot this 10, you might catch a little. Obviously, you'd love to catch a little bit of the 8 to cutting the 10 into the bottom right. Real thin hit. I mean, you're gonna.
Are you ever doing this shot here, but not instead of just like if it goes like if it's wired to go, that's one thing. But are you ever going 10 into the top side of the 8, throw 11?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's calling the 11. He's calling, going to try to create something here, Gino.
Yeah.
And then when I'm shooting any kind of combo like this, I'm usually trying to play position on one of my balls while I'm doing this shot, so I have a shot.
Right.
There it is.
It goes in. And, ooh.
So it did throw.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a gap.
Yep.
Well, I think the 10 might be too close. If it isn't, I mean, I like shooting the carom here and trying to make the 4 and just and putting the pressure on them.
Because you got the 2-6 situation.
The 2-6, and then they got to come with a shot on the 5. But this is tough. It's tricky just to carom the 4 in here where the 10 sits. It's off the rail maybe just a little, so you gotta come off with a little draw. You don't want to double kiss. As soon as it double kisses, you're probably losing it.
Right.
But I think I'm gonna try because I don't like shooting the 15. Oh, maybe shoot the 15 rip bank off the 4. drawback, a rip drawbank. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. And if you hit it fat and it rattles in the hole and sticks there, you got a ball in the hole. You hit it fat. It's almost just a dead straight on. I think it sits pretty good, Gino. Just a straight into the rail 15 drawback. Rip draw.
Boom.
Draw back your cue ball. All the way draw. Draw here. And you're just trying to pound this dead straight.
Off
the 4, whatever.
Off the 4.
My mouse game, I haven't worked on it in a while. It's not very good.
The 4 is now out of the way. Bigger pocket because of that. Slightly bigger pocket.
Oh, it's a game winner here.
Yeah. And then
I would say go 2 rails, but you can the side pocket because you got to hit by the. He hit the wrong side of the ball.
But that was the.
He hit the wrong side of the ball, dude.
Yeah.
He jumped. I mean, he came out of his shoes before he pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
It was there. That was there.
No, that's a great look.
You set these balls up exactly the way they were. I give myself 3 out of 10.
Yeah, sure.
I think I could do it 3 out of 10.
Drop back. 4's out of the way at that point.
Yeah, as soon as you just got to make contact with the 4 pretty much on a half ball hit, quarter ball hit. I think it goes.
All right.
And then if you hit it good, when it goes straight in, now the cue ball's down here. Or if you hit it the long rail, a lot of those hang in the, they rattle, but they hang in the hole.
Right.
So that's another positive outcome that could have possibly happened.
Right. All right. To prevent Amo and Peaches to get on the hill, Martine and Greg at the table on solids.
They got a lot of freedom here for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And so you're going to see Martine dealing with problems while also not giving anything away. Wow. Good gracious.
Yeah, it's a good little shot there. They're in Jail City.
Freed up the 2-6.
All right. So I'm not even going to think about it going after a hit here. Just accomplishes nothing. I'm just looking to see if I can tie stuff up. I don't even think he can see any other ball besides I don't think he can see the 1. So what do I do with the 6? I might try to bank this 6. Couple things here. Just overcut the 6, trying to bank it here, back up into a track here, banking the 6 2 rails long, and trying to put it here. He's going after a hit. I'm going to probably try to do something.
Oh, my.
Oh, nice hit. How about
hit.
this? No ball in hand?
What a hit.
We'll count that as a really good shot.
Yeah, and... Okay.
Anytime you don't give your guys ball in hand, man.
Sure.
I mean, they got to do work from where it's at. I'm a big believer in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Greg does have a look on that 4. But are you leaving that alone, Tony?
Yeah, I'm not. In this particular, that 10 ball's in jail.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it in jail. Probably not ready. I'm probably not big fan of going after it here with the 7 off the 7 with the angle coming in. Let's just say you hit it really juicy and you make the 7 and you make the 4 and the cue ball's down in the corner there on the rail, and now you're just reverse the whole game on yourself. I'm not ready yet. I'm probably gonna go off the backside of the 7, bumping the 5 down to the rail, hooking the cue ball on the 15 behind the 8 and the 7. I just don't want to have a look. I'm probably going to come off here nice and easy, bumping the 7. 5 moves a little bit, but the cue ball just comes here. I don't care if they see this.
Right.
I just moved the 5 probably into a scoring position, which that's why I'm coming here. 5 here. They can see this. I don't care if they can see this. I just don't want them to see this, create an angle or something. But that's probably the easiest safe. I don't want to let him in open court on a back cut on the 15 in the side. So he is going after the 4 here, it looks like. Which is okay. Nope. Okay. I thought he was going to come down. So the 4 ball goes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't even. You can wait. You can wait on that one.
Mm-hmm. Use the 5.
Is he shooting the 2 ball here? Okay.
Wow.
Good shot.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
I didn't know that went so easily.
Yeah. Yeah. Saw it real quick.
Probably. Well, if I don't mind shooting the 1 coming across for the 6 here.
Yeah.
A little stretched out here.
'Cause now you've got to draw this back some. Did he call safe? No.
Good shot.
Yep. Good shot.
All right, you got this. You got the 8 and the 15 here. Where's the biggest zone to play for shape on the 5? He's going inside, so he's coming middle table. Good luck.
Okay. Got to get right on this 4. But there's a pretty good sized window, actually.
Yeah, you don't want to go forward. You don't want to come near this, the bottom rail here. You don't want to be coming there and get kind of funny. Should be okay though. Should be okay. You can throw it in if you had to a little bit. I mean, just roll this in, right? Perfect.
Oh, look at that shot. Oh, to tie things up.
6-6. G-Town. G-Town ties it up. I'll give him this one. 6-6. What a match.
Poof. It's a win by 2.
Ray State win by 2. 6-6. G-Town breaking. Good shot. Good out, guys. Yeah, a little G-Town presence in the bar here.
Yeah. Heard those claps. Good out, indeed.
Clean. That was clean.
And it goes back to what you were saying. Leave the 10 ball in jail. We're okay. This 4 is in a place where it's horrible for stripes, and we can work with it in many places.
And just knowing that while you're running the balls out and you kind of got the plan for that's your last ball, it does relax you a little bit.
Great point.
It does.
Great point.
It gives you a little freedom where you got the 2-way is built in on every shot.
Sure.
And believe it or not, that does loosen you up no matter what you say about it.
Yep. And cue ball flies off the table on Greg's break there. So ball in hand behind the kitchen, in the kitchen for
You have to take solids.
Amo and Peaches.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you got 3 stripes up here. You got 3 solids taking the hole up there. You got the 5 and the 4 is anytime you needed insurance. You go.
So are you going 3-2 opener and trying to do something with the 7? Or that 7 goes bottom right, it looks
I
like.
think I think if John can see the 6 from the far right here, I'm rolling down. I'm rolling. I don't know, Gino. I think the 6. If he can see the 6 and roll that in the side, okay, he might have to take this 3.
Yeah.
Okay, you just have to.
Let's see if he tries to draw back a smidge for the 7 in the bottom right. Yeah, that's what he's lining up.
I mean, your insurance, you're going to be hitting this pretty firm. So if you cut it a little, the 3's leaving. It could end up middle table into traffic. But he's playing shape on the 7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he just
That works.
Yeah, that works way better.
Wow.
Well, that that works out good right there.
Yeah, 7 back cut 3 natural 6. Is that?
Yeah, for sure. 7 rolled down, rolled forward, make the 3, and then you got balls hanging in by every pocket. Trying to play position on the 6 off the 3, and then you should be good from there, right?
Does that 1 become a factor?
It's possible.
Yeah.
If you're in the middle of the table, though, you just shoot the 6, draw into the 13 ball, and
yeah, and if
you're
you come
golden.
on the other side of it, you can go 1-5 combo.
Got to go forward here. Wow.
Oh, John can work with that though.
Yeah, the 3.
Yeah.
But that was definitely not the right shot, I don't think. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Can you imagine hooking yourself on all the balls right there by coming? I don't know. I mean,
Oh
maybe
my
it was
gosh.
impossible. Maybe there was no scenario there with the physics of the shot. But I would have just gone forward. I wouldn't be touching anything.
Right. All right, there's your shape on 6. But you're going forward.
Yeah, you still got to shoot the 6. Mm-hmm. There's in no world are you shooting. You got to shoot the 6. Just shoot it easy too. You just want to bump the 3. I don't think you want to send it to the rail. Just bump it. You can just breeze the 1, just like this, just like that. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that a lot. So now I'm going to shoot the 5. I'm probably going to go 5-4. Keep the cue ball underneath the 11 and then shoot the 1. And if you get you can draw off the 1 into the 13. You got the 8 straight in. You can go forward on the 1 and come drift down, play the 8 in the side. A couple options there.
Yeah.
So 5, 4, 1. Looks like he's putting on some inside English here. What's going on here?
Ooh.
Oh, solid, just full ball draw shot.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. In no world are you shooting the 1 ball here first.
Right.
I don't think. Can't miss the 4.
And you kind of have a
inside
line,
English here.
Yeah, a line between the left side pocket and the top right. That line, you want to be on the left side of that. Just like that.
Okay, so now I'm probably drawing. He's going forward. I like drawing into the 13 here. I really do.
Oh,
I got a
okay.
full ball hit on the 1. I can control it. This is okay.
To get on the hill.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, that's not the way to go. He just hooked him.
that's hooked.
Yeah, he's hooked. I'm just drawing into the 13 there.
Winner of this rack gets on the hill.
The float shape.
Now looking at a potential kick shot.
Oh my God, did not see that coming.
No. But we've also seen Peaches come with some clutch shots. Are we going kick 8 to get on the hill?
He'd be lucky. Yeah, I mean, wow.
Yeah. I think he's got a pretty decent bridge on it. And all right, kick.
Yeah, sometimes when he gets jacked up, he just one strokes it.
Yeah, that's a great call.
He does that a lot, actually. I think it's more of a balance issue and staying up. That I don't know what it is exactly, but anytime he has to jack up like that, I always see him just one stroke it.
Right.
A lot of the times,
Right,
Because
sure.
I think it may be
Just this, it's uncomfortable, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think the line was good.
it
The
did
line
make
looked
contact
good.
with the A.
And it looked like it was going the right direction. All right. Martin and Greg with an opportunity to get on the hill here.
This looks pretty good for Martin and Greg here. I mean, these opportunities here, nothing touching, ball in hand, to get on the hill.
When you're in a situation like this, right, where it's not like the easiest, like connect the dots, are you looking for like a couple of options, or you're saying, no, I'm getting shape on the 12 off this 9, going 2 rails or whatever it is? Like, are you just saying, or I'm just going to put it in this safe zone?
I'm putting detail on my shots. I mean, there's a lot. I'm going to walk around the top. This is where
That goes back to
they
what you're
might.
saying.
This is where I take extra time when it's. Don't want to make it error, so I just want to make sure I go check every little angle, make sure I got I'm good to go if I land here or here, and sometimes there's like he could land good on the 11 and the 13 here, right? But the zone is up here. I'm definitely trying to put it and play good shape. This is going to be funny.
This is. And you know what?
This is going to be funny.
The 11 ball now looks okay, but you've mentioned this before where these balls are just kind of in the middle of the table that look like, oh, they can go in any pocket. They can actually end up being more complex than you think.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, under pressure, this is okay. But, I mean, is this ideal? I mean, I'd rather have a stop shot in the middle. I'm in the middle of the table shooting a stop shot on 13. But, I mean, it's okay. It's still makeable, but that's, same time, got to bear down here. Good
Clutch,
shot. Great
clutch.
shot.
Yeah, great shot.
And he's got that just a little bit of angle.
Mm-hmm.
So he can cheat it, but roll forward. Looks like he's going to play the 15 in the bottom right. No, he's okay. He can go straight through it and out to the rail. He got perfect.
Yeah. Little stop's done. I don't know if that's just a stop or does he have to draw back. I don't know how straight that is. Is he on the wrong side of it? Now you're what, done following to the for the,
If
the
I'm
side?
if I'm dead straight in, oof, I'm probably going a little forward. Can't tell if he's dead straight in. He looks dead. He looks pretty. If I'm probably actually, if I'm dead straight in, I'm probably going to draw my rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to draw. You can cheat the pocket a little bit here. Oh, he's calling him in. Maybe he's got to be dead straight in then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gino.
How'd it look?
Yeah, I just looked down at it live on the table, and it looks dead straight in. So the question of pocketing the 15 ball is absolutely not in question here. I mean, we've all shot this shot, and
Right.
make it at a very, very high percentage. So is it awkward if he would to shoot a stop shot? A little bit. Is it awkward if he rolls down forward and he's got, the 8 ball, and he has to play it? He has an option now. The top two corner pockets, both would be in a back cut.
Right.
So, yeah, I think I like that.
Look at that. Yeah.
That's what I like, too.
Well played, Greg.
Draw it back just a little bit.
Good timeout. To get on the
I
hill.
think you stay above the ball that way, and you're playing for one pocket, and there you go. Get on the hill. First on the hill. They were down 6-4.
Mm-hmm. Sinks it.
There it is. 7-6. Oof. Tough roll there for Peaches and Amo on that hook on the 8. Before the 8, it was crystal clear the out, connect the dots, and it just, I'm sure he's saying, man, I didn't hit that ball hard at all. It just kept rolling on me.
Kept
I
going.
mean, we've all been there too.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I didn't hit it. I didn't hit it that hard.
I couldn't hit it any
And
softer.
it just kept rolling. This damn table rolled off. I'd be saying it. I mean, you got to blame something. So your partner isn't.
That's right.
However, I don't think he ever looked at taking the cue ball and just and popping it in.
13?
Yeah, he had a real full hit on the one. That's why I liked it. If it was a little thin, I'm not even thinking about it.
Right.
But you could control the cue ball there, and I don't think there was anything to go wrong. It was full hit. You couldn't snatch, draw, anyway, a little unfortunate. I mean, going forward there, 9 out of 10 times you're going to have shape.
And now Martin and Greg breaking for the match.
Break and run here gets him in the finals. G-Town. Can G-Town do it? Ball down.
Oh, my gosh. Almost 3 balls down.
Ooh, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Open up. You can open with the 1-7 combo. You can open up with the 15-7 combo. Play shape on the 2.
You can go 3 to go 2-7.
Options.
Yeah.
And
I think it's.
I like
solid.
taking the 1. I don't know. I don't even know if we can see the 1 if the 10's there, but
And does
the
that
1's in the
15
pinch
come
spot.
into
1's in a
play?
little bit of a pinch spot.
Yeah. Yeah, and does the 1 split the 6-9?
Got to be feeling it right now.
Oh,
You're
gosh,
one rack away. You're at the table. It's definitely doable. You're 1 rack away from getting to the finals and depositing $7,000 in your bank account.
All 4 players are feeling it right now, especially these 2 at the table.
Cliff Johnson, let's go Greeley dudes.
Yeah, Kathy. Greg's been solid throughout the tournament. And just that last rack, 2 clutch shots in a row.
Uno Mas. They're going to talk it over. I agree with this. I mean, let's talk it over. Let's get out here. I'd be going, hey, before we talk about this out, dude, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get the F out. Let's go, baby.
I like that.
Breathe it out. Let's go. We got this.
I like one
Finish
part,
line. Let's
pattern
knock
talk,
them out. Yep.
and then one part. Let's effing do this, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
We got
This is
this.
our time. Yeah. Heck yeah.
I like what Martin's kind of. I think what he's talking about, which is like, let's go 15-7, and actually let's shape the 1 to the 3, the 1-3 maybe, just to address the 1 problem.
Is that what he was talking about?
I think.
I mean, if you shape the 1 to the 3 here, you're on the 2 then. And
Yes.
and if you even don't come up that far, you might be on the 6.
On the 6, sure.
Which opens the pocket for the 1. Okay? If you shape the 6, that opens the pocket. You can come around back top for the 2, then the 1 in the corner. What's the 15 doing?
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for, was the one side, the 1-3 combo.
Okay, if Martin can see the 6 ball, I know if he can see the 6, I might, if I'm straight in on the 6 here, you might see me jack up on the 6 and try to draw back to the deuce. Just for the reason that the 1 now, yeah, I mean, if you shoot the 2, the 1's always going to be a problem here if you don't remove the 6.
Yeah.
Unless he's trying to draw into the 1, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, I think he was. And yeah, Dave, especially with the 15.
Yeah, they're in trouble now.
With the 15 in the pocket.
I didn't like that pattern.
Yeah. I think, so what do you think he was trying to move the 1?
Absolutely. I thought off the 2, he was trying to draw and get some movement on the 1. Yes, I believe so. I thought one of the things you had to detail on this rack was the opener, was the 15-7, was definitely making sure the 15 left the hole.
Yeah.
That has to be open for my deuce. Like that, I mean, unless you were playing, no, that just has to be open. I mean, that has to be an option. And I think you could have, made the 7 and the 15 open. You don't want the 15 laying on the pocket. So a little more speed. I'd have to go back and look at the angle on the camera. I don't remember exactly, but that was definitely on my mind. If you're going to shoot the 15-7 now, make sure this 15 is leaving. I want options here. I want my pocket to be open. Yeah, Dave. He drew. Yeah.
But if the end result was the 1-3 combo, there was only so much speed, right?
When you said that initially, I was like, what? I'm never playing position. That's difficult because
like that small window.
You almost have to have ball in hand to shoot that because there's like 3 or 4 different little mini angles you get, and now your cue ball is not stopping right there, and you got to be accurate with the 1-3.
Great point.
I thought they were trying to maybe play shape on the 6 there. That's a pretty good look.
Yeah. Okay. Amo and Peaches with an opportunity to tie things up with their backs.
I'll tell you what,
against
that
the
was a
wall.
good shot right there. This puts a lot of heat on them. There's no ducking here. The 3's in the side. The 1's open now. And there's not a real easy shot. Now he's looking at a duck shot maybe. Or is he playing the 12 in the corner?
Are you going 10-3 combo, send the cue ball up, and sink the 3?
Oof. That's a good look, Gino. But you have to connect.
It's not a gimme.
You have to connect with it.
Right.
You have to connect with that. You can put the 3 down. I don't mind it. Ooh, that's a game. To me, that's a game winner. Then you got to watch the cue ball going down off the 11, possibly scratching.
Sure.
I think he has a shot at the 12 ball here, but maximum heat on Amo and Peaches up 6-4.
Yeah.
With what couple of things that happened where they should have been on the hill. I mean, there's the max pressure here on them.
For sure. What's up, Cliff?
And I don't think they. Okay, he's calling the 12 in the corner.
All right.
It's all make here. I'm really.
Look at the way he's aiming, though. He's almost going off the 12. Is he going off the 13?
Oh my God! So here's what he's doing. He is calling it off the 11, and he's planting
Off the 11.
No, he's playing the cue ball here. I mean,
Oh,
Gino,
yeah,
he's
it's
playing
all
the cue
cue ball.
balls. He's going to
But
shoot.
calling the carom.
You got to shoot this a dead stop shot. Oh, he drew it back and sold out. This could be it.
Ooh, I don't. Yeah. What are we doing with that one, Tony?
Well, you're gonna
top left corner.
You're gonna play the 1. You're gonna play the 6 ball. I mean, you could go after it now, but I think I'm going to the 3 and playing the gap. I'm going to play shape in between the 8 and the 13 for that window, and that's how I'm going to play this. My highest percentage is make the 6, get up on the 3 ball, have my guy play the 3, and play that gap between the 8 and the 13 for shape on the 1.
He is looking at the one in the top left, right? Like he did look at that 2-rail shape, I think, just now.
Ooh, that's a good look.
Yeah.
6 ball, draw it back, play the one in the top left. Huge. You know you got them. This is the closeout mentality right here. They are not getting back to the table.
Yeah, he's going top left.
2 or 3 of the best shots of the night right here, and we are going to the finals.
Oh,
look at this.
Look at this. Wow. Dude, Martin just keeps.
That's a fire.
For sure. Oh, sorry. He keeps coming with these shots.
That was a great shot.
Man.
That was a great shot by Martin right there.
So, Greg's just got to navigate splitting that, 10-8?
I think you just go into the 10 here.
Just go into
go into it full.
Great call.
I mean, there is a spot where if you try to get too cute, you can come off the 10 and land on the back of the 8. But that right there is going to get the cash right there.
Good call. Okay. And that 8 ball's got a path to the bottom right as well.
Here we go. G-Town 2 balls away from the finals against April and Aaron. They were down 6-4.
Yeah.
They hung in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all these teams, you give them air, they can bite you. He's just going to pinch draw this. There it is.
For the win and their first 2-rack lead to clinch it. And they were behind. They were down 2 racks.
I'm telling you what, they came with it at the end. They got out of everything they touched here coming down the stretch.
Is that a 4-0 run then if they were down 4-6? Wow.
To get to the finals, Greeley in the house.
Greg.
And there it is. Greg and wow, what a comeback. Dude, they closed out real nice there. Martin and Greg, G-Town.
Congratulations.
G-Town going to the finals. Congrats to Martin and Greg. They will be playing April and Aaron for the title.
Oof. Ooh, that's a match.
Yeah, it's a huge match right there. Man, hats off to Peaches and Amo. They had control. A couple of unfortunate little that last that shape that hooked Peaches on the 8 would have put them on the hill first.
Yeah,
but they didn't get it done. And G-Town going to the finals. First time in the finals. We got a Greeley team.
Look at these guys. Here they are.
Boom,
Conrad,
here they come.
Manny,
dude, they were all hanging out. They didn't,
you.
dude, they were all quiet.
Yeah.
They were like, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah,
boom.
we knew
Mike Hansen, Manny G.
What's up, fellas?
MG in the house.
Congrats, Martin and Greg to the finals. And then we've got Peaches and Amo.
William Hellner, Stevie Chan tournament is the second week of September.
Nice.
Anyway,
we're gonna have Amo and Peaches playing in the 3rd, 4th place match, right?
Yep, they have a match. They have a just under $4,000 match.
That's right.
They are in the money. I know it's heartbreaking right now, but they do have another match, another money match. But the finals is set. April Erfman and Aaron Hara versus Martin Cano and Greg Arrabit.
Oof.
For the finals of Friday Fight Night Series 7. Oh. And what a finals it will be.
Oh, yeah.
And our consolation match is going to be Peaches and Jon Amo versus Justin and Troy.
Yeah, and Troy.
And both those matches will be on the same night. We will play everything on the same night. That's how we do it here on Friday Fight Night.
All the money,
all the money, all the money, all the trophies.
Martin
here he is,
booth.
Martin.
Hey,
Congratulations, G-Town in the house on the stream.
I see you, Andrea.
Shout out! Here come the boys from G-Town.
Got scary for a second there, didn't it?
Dude, they just jumped out of the bushes at us.
6-4, you guys come back and get that money.
Yeah, 4-0 run.
Congratulations, Martine.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
my
dude.
second favorite human on the planet, Martin Cano. My second favorite.
Peaches is my hero.
My second favorite person on the planet.
He felt bad for us.
No, I didn't. I was a train wreck at the beginning. I had a fucking train wreck.
You guys did good.
Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Appreciate you.
Stay tuned for the scheduling of the final matches.
Yep. Good point there. And then we have a match Sunday. Sunday at 6 o'clock. A Final Four Jack and
Huge.
Jill match. April and Kenneth versus Jerry and Kayla.
Oh, my
Huge
gosh.
match. That is also a match. The winner of that goes to the finals.
And they've got big. I mean, that's a big.
That's a
money-
$30,000 prize pool
That's
too.
what I'm saying. It's a no
Looks
joke.
like we're just kind
tournament.
of just chumming around back here, but
No.
this prize pool just under 37,000. Prize pool on Sunday night, Jack and Jill just right around 30K. So lots and lots of cash up for grabs. Great shooting, pressure all over the place. You wouldn't think it the way these guys came down the stretch and closed the door. Congrats. Shout out to G-Town and all the fans out there rooting on their guys.
Yeah.
They came at the end in
Oh,
full
man.
full swing here. They got
Full
the
ambush.
rail. Yep. Hats off, like I said. Peaches and Amo, you guys still have a match. Don't hang your heads too low.
Yep.
And if you're out there, we do have a 1,200 combined Fargo tomorrow, starting at noon. You know how we do it. Calcutta, all the bells and whistles.
Big baller teams.
Once again, Gino, it was a pleasure.
Tony, appreciate
Always
you.
a pleasure being in the booth with you.
Likewise. Thank you everyone for
Dave
tuning
Shelton, thank you, sir.
in. Thanks all the chat and all the commentary from the chat side as well.
Yep, we will be back soon. Everyone be safe, have fun, love pool. Go out, hit some balls, practice these shots we think we know how to make.
I love it.
Tell us differently.
I love